You want to stick? I'll give you choose your own adventure. You want to stick with football, or do you want something that happened to me over the weekend that I'm a little bit embarrassed about?
Let's do that, and then we'll go back.
Okay. I think I got scammed this weekend.
Oh, no.
I'm usually awesome at detecting scams. I always say like I'm mentally tough. I'm immune to being brainwashed. I've had experiences where I've been in like a cult recruitment situation. I just laugh and I'm like, you people are ridiculous.
Before you continue, I got a new scam text this weekend, and it didn't get me. I'm unflappable, but I am curious. Was it a text?
It was not it was an IRL scam.
Oh, really?
Oh.
Okay,
Yeah.
continue. I thought you may have fallen for a new. Okay.
No, this happened to me live in the flesh. So on Saturday, halftime of the Vols Bulldogs game, which we can get into in a little bit, I made a quick trip to Home Depot to pick up some stuff.
Okay.
On my way back,
How doers get more done.
stopped by the car wash because my car got towed last week. It's a long story. They put it in a impound lot that was apparently made from moon dust. So it was just, the outside looked like shit. So I stopped at a car wash, get it washed, and I start to vacuum out a little bit of the inside. I pull up, park, the guy next to me pulls up. He goes, I love your car, dude. I love that car. And I knew something was weird because this guy was like very assertive and like, yeah, my car, it's an okay looking car, but this was not the El Camino, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, but nobody.
I guessed that with the car wash bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nobody would ever like approach me on the street, be like, dude, what a fucking sick ride. That's awesome. So my antenna was up a little bit, and he goes, I love those cars, man. I see them all the time, and that's my favorite kind of car in the world. I was like, oh, thanks, man. Just trying to vacuum my car. And he goes, I see you got a dent in the side of it, which I do because of Hank's pole that he put up in the parking lot that he did not.
You just left
Wait,
it?
you still have it?
It was a little bit of a scrape and a small dent, yeah, because I didn't feel like taking it into the body shop, and I knew they were going to try to charge me like, $1,500. So, and it was a small dent, but it was there. And so the guy goes, I see you got that dent in the side of it. I work at a body shop, and I got the tools with me right now, and I can fix that dent and take all the scratches out of the side of your car. And I was like, okay, but I'm trying to like move the conversation along to see what he's really getting at. So he's trying to go down this whole sales pitch with me. I was like, how much do you want? He's like, they would charge you $3,000 for this. I was like, tell me how much you're going to charge me right now. He was like, I'll do it for $150. And I was like, $150? He's like, just get in your car and hit the brake. And then he took like the tools out of his car. And I was like, wait. How much are you going to charge me for? He's like, $150 right now. I was like, let me get your card and I'll give you a call back. He's like, I can't give you a card. I don't have a card. And he's like, just get in your car, sir, and put your foot on the brake because I'm about to pull this out and I don't want your car to move while I'm trying to pull it out. That to me, hand up, that should have been a red flag right there. That was a red flag because my car was in park. It was like, what's my foot on the brake going to do that the parking brake won't do? And so I get in, put my foot on the brake, and I hear this pop, and then I come out, and he's like smearing all this epoxy stuff or whatever it is on the side of it to fix the scratch. He's like, wipe this off in like 2 hours with soap and warm water. I was like, okay. So I paid him the money. He drove away. Then I started to look closer at the. I don't think he got the dent out. I think it was a fake thing that he did. There's still like I haven't looked at it under the sunlight yet because I drove it home. It still had all this white shit all over it. And then I parked it on the street and I haven't gone back to like inspect it since then. But I think I got taken for $150.
Maybe I'm dumb. What was the purpose of putting your foot on the brake?
There was no purpose. He was telling me because.
Oh, to get in the car.
Yeah. So
Okay.
From his point of view, he was like, I don't want this guy watching.
All right. Yeah,
while
I
pull
did.
it out.
I couldn't. Okay, I got it.
And I think putting the scratch fixer on top of it afterwards was a way for me to not be able to see if he got the dent out or not.
Wait, hold on. So we don't know if the dent is out or not?
I haven't taken a quick look. When I drove it home and I parked it, I looked.
Can't say you got scammed and you don't know you got
Did you
scammed.
not do what he told you to do with the soap and warm water?
Yeah, but it was dark out when I did that.
You should be able to feel a dent.
Yeah, well, there's also like a natural dent in the side of the car, like the way that the door is designed. It has like
natural dent?
Well, it has like it's the design of the panel. It's curved. So I need to get closer and do a thorough visual inspection of both sides of the car to see if the symmetry is there.
I don't know that you got scammed, brother.
So I was thinking about that, but then I went home last night and I looked it up online. I was like, car dent fix scam. And it was everywhere online.
That's what you typed
It
in?
was everywhere. Everyone's like, beware of this current scam that's going on right now. And step by step, what the guy did to me, that was the scam. But I'm going to go home today. I'm going to inspect it. There is a chance that he just did good work for me. But he did it using the exact same steps of trying to do a scam.
I mean, worst case scenario, you're at $150. You made it sound like something terrible happened.
Right. No, I mean, that is the worst case scenario.
You're either out 150 or you got your dent fixed
for 150,
and you don't even know.
So my problem wouldn't necessarily being out $150 for it, because all in all, it could be a lot worse.
It's allowing yourself to be scammed.
It's allowing myself to get tricked by a very obvious scam. That's what I have a problem with.
But we haven't even conclusively determined that it was a scam.
We have not yet.
Okay.
We have not. But again, it followed all the exact same steps as an established scam.
A car dent fix scam involves unsolicited individuals in parking lots offering quick on-the-spot repairs for dents, often for cash upfront payment. These scams are fake, use improper tools like plungers, and typically leave vehicles worse off by damaging the paint or metal. So, you didn't see the tools that he used?
I saw, it was like a bright green suction cup that had a handle on it that he stuck on the side of the car.
Did he do any twisting movement?
Yeah, there was some twisting and then some pulling.
He might have got you right. I'm curious to see. I don't know.
Yeah, he might have done great work for a reasonable price. In which case, like I'm gonna feel kind of like a genius.
No,
you should feel kind of like an asshole.
Yeah, you tell the world a man scammed you.
People listen to this.
He saved you $3,000.
Well, hand up, I tipped him an extra $50 on top of it.
Here go 2 more for y'all.
Yeah. I did hook him up because in the moment I was like, this guy just did me a solid. But then.
Okay, so you thought it was fixed when you tipped him.
Yeah, but it was covered in this like white foam, so I couldn't even see the dent at the time.
Okay.
But yeah, in the moment I was like, yeah, he hooked it up.
We need to know when you get home if the dent is fixed.
Okay.
Yeah,
it's critical
I need
to
to update expeditiously.
Okay, I'll take a picture of both sides of it in the sunlight, because I took it home. It still had the foam on it. Then at night I went out, I washed it off, didn't get a great look at it. It was parked on the street.
You didn't feel it though? Like, how you don't feel? I feel like you would have felt the indentation on the. You'd have felt that.
Well, no, I'm saying there is an indentation on the car, but that's the design of the panel. Even the side that was not dented has a certain indentation on it. So I don't know if it's that same indentation or if it's a little bit deeper or if it's different and the shape is different.
I feel like you'd have felt the inconsistency while you're rubbing your hand over the panel.
I might have, but yeah. Then on Sunday morning, I just went to the gym, went to work, and did not inspect the car. So we'll see.
Is the car here now?
No, it's not. Drove the El Camino today.
Oh, okay.
So I will go home and inspect it.
We gotta clear my man's name in the case that he did you right.
Yep. Also, Big T in the news that you sent over. One of the best heists that I've seen in recent memory.
I am all for law and order. But if you commit a crime non-violently that is so funny and or cool, sometimes you deserve to get away with it.
Okay. All right. I'll hear you out. So what happened? Was this a Disney World?
Yeah. So this guy, Disney Springs, which is like the shopping area at Disney World, has like a lagoon, I guess, in the middle of it.
Okay.
This guy was wearing a full scuba suit, swam up to a restaurant that's on the water.
It's called the Paddlefish Restaurant.
Yeah. And got up. You can't see it. He's in full scuba goggles, the whole deal. He spray paints all the security cameras black and took, I think they said, 20 grand and then dove back into the water and got away.
1,000% an inside job.
You think?
Oh, no question.
This is a restaurant?
Yeah.
To be able to know that there's a route in there to get in and out aquatically.
Yeah.
And then to have the wherewithal to know where all the security cameras are, it's 1,000%. An employee or ex-employee or something to do with with used to have been working there.
There's a couple
1,000%.
things that make me agree with you, Arian. He knew where they counted the money, and he knew when they counted the money. And so he went up. It was after the restaurant was closed, and he had his scuba gear, swam up, went to the manager's office, told everybody to get in the corner, did not have a weapon or did not produce a weapon, told everyone to get into the corner, and then he stole the money, got back in the water, swam away. Also, this restaurant that he swam up to is a replica steamboat that he swam up to. Is that a robbery if you just go in, if you just walk in and you're like, hey, give me all that money?
Yeah, someone got charged with armed robbery even though they didn't have a gun because they slid over a note that said, I have a gun. And
I agree with that.
that was considered armed robbery.
But if you don't,
I think the standard is like if you make a reasonable person assume that you are robbing it, like you can be charged with robbery.
okay, so if you come in after hours and you're just like, give me all the money that you're counting right now,
Correct.
then that counts.
Also, I did miss that he tied up a couple of employees. That changes things slightly.
Okay.
However, still kind of funny.
It's the fact that it was at Disney World too,
Yes, objectively hilarious.
the happiest place on earth.
I think they're all in on it. Hey,
The fact he had
Let-
to swim there.
let me slide by. I'll throw you 5 racks
Oh, you think that like the people that were in the store,
that were tied
in
up.
the restaurant, yeah,
Interesting.
that'd be a great way to rob a bank. Not that anyone should.
Also, must
Best
not have
bank
been.
robber movie.
Best bank robbery movie.
Yeah.
I mean, there's.
I love heist movies. This is one of my favorite genres.
I want to be in a heist one day.
I don't FBI.
I don't know that you do.
How exhilarating would it be? Heist simulator.
Okay, now you're talking.
Now that could be much more entertaining.
Okay, so
Yeah.
you have to gather the crew. This is what I love about heist movies, right? You got to have your intel guy,
Mhm.
your communications guy. You have to have the lock picking guy,
Yep.
right? You have to have the with the shits guy who's willing to go in there and the strong arm it, to muscle it. Though you gotta have a getaway driver,
Mm-hmm.
right? You have to corral these dudes and you have to execute. That might be one of the funner games. I'm with that.
Yeah, putting your crew together. You have to have a van, and your comms
Gotta
guy's in the van.
with a
And
headset.
he's
Keyboard.
He's tapping into the security.
He's so fast.
footage. Yeah,
I'm breaking into the
man.
mainframe.
Gotta break into the mainframe. The way they type all them buttons. How many times as a kid did you pretend you was doing that shit?
Mhm.
Pretend you was. I used to
By the
love
way,
that
the
shit.
answer to best heist movie, you need to answer it because there's a clear-cut answer.
Hold on. Let's.
And it's not. It's.
I-
I'll give you a hint in
I
that it's
agree.
not one that you're expecting.
I agree. Ocean's 11.
No, I've never seen those.
What?
You got to watch Ocean. Big T, you have to watch
You
Ocean's
surprise
11.
Alright,
me more and more.
That's
with
fine.
your
That be that as it may.
lack.
That's not it.
But you've never seen it. You could make an argument that's one of the best heist movies of all time. I haven't seen the original,
Nice.
but the remake was incredible. I think it might be Jeff Delo's favorite movie. The Town is pretty good.
The one with the old guys, but I don't know the name of it.
The old guys. What do these old guys
They're
do?
like,
Yeah, I'm gonna need you to.
hold on, let me find
Is
it.
it Wild Hogs?
No, it's like they're just like older men and they're like robbing a bank. Let me find it.
While
Point
you
Break.
look that up,
Point Break is up there.
the best heist movie ever made is Disney's National Treasure.
That's an adventure movie.
It's a heist.
Yeah,
They
but
steal
it's-
something
it's-
far more difficult to steal than money.
it's different.
It's a heist movie.
It's a historical adventure.
Sure, wrapped up in a heist.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I mean they pretend to kidnap the president.
That's National Treasure too.
Wait, no, this wouldn't be a heist.
Why not? Has all
Because
the
they weren't
elements.
because they weren't trying to steal it. They were trying to. One, his whole goal was to clear his family's name.
Sure.
And to clear your family's name, you have to prove that the treasure was real.
Okay.
So the goal of a heist is to hijack a specific thing. That was never their goal. Their goal was to reveal it.
But
And
to
then they
do
got
so, what did
rewarded.
they have to do? Had to go steal it.
No, they didn't steal it.
The Declaration of Independence, they absolutely did.
He does say,
They
"I'm
stole
going to
that,
steal
but
the
that wasn't
It's
Declaration."
the most
Their
famous
goal
line in the
wasn't-
movie.
But their goal wasn't to steal the Declaration of Independence. That was a.
It was in furtherance of another goal, but it was their goal.
But the goal was never to steal anything.
And yet they stole it.
That's not a heist. It's a reach.
It's a heist.
It's a reach.
They have the FBI going after him.
I don't think it's
It's
a
a
classic.
heist.
It's not a classic heist.
Not
But
giving it to
It's a twist on a heist.
It is. It's a play on a heist.
great movie. Another great one is Inside Man with Denzel.
Yep.
That's a great one.
The one I was thinking of is called Going in Style. It's with Morgan Freeman, Michael Caine, and Alan Arkin. It's more of like a comedy, but it's very funny.
It's like a whimsical comedy about old guys that used to be criminals that get together for one last job.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
I
It's
haven't
cute.
seen that one. Here's another one that is kind of a heist. Inception.
I don't know that you can make the argument with a straight face that National Treasure is not a heist and Inception is.
Okay. You're trying to steal an original thought from a man by implanting another one inside of him.
This is infinitely more tenuous.
It's less
than mine.
heist.
No,
Yeah,
no,
less
no, no,
heisty.
no, no. You're taking his original feeling about his father from him. That's a heist.
I honestly don't
hijack-
even remember
You're
what happens in
hijacking
that movie.
his entire thought process. That is, yes, absolutely, that's a heist.
I understand what you're saying, but the fact that you poo-pooed Big T.
In order to hold that opinion,
Yes.
you must also hold the opinion that National Treasure is one.
Correct. Yeah.
Nah, because you're not taking anything,
They took the Declaration of Independence.
bro. Listen, maybe I'm fucking up because I don't know the definition of a heist. I'm gonna look it up. And
I completely understand what you're saying. You're saying they did that in furtherance of something else.
A heist is a planned and usually daring robbery or theft, often valuables from a secure place like a bank or museum, but it could also refer
You
to the act of
could
stealing
not
or breakup.
write a better definition for what they do in that movie.
They do that. No, that's not their goal, though.
But that's... Read it again. Read it again. Maybe I'm wrong. Read it again.
No, you are wrong.
Not based on the definition you just read.
An act of stealing or breaking into a place to steal.
Yes,
That's not their goal.
it's what they do.
No, it's okay. So anytime
They
that you
illegally
break
gain
in-
entry into a party at the National Archives in order to go steal the Declaration of Independence. A secure location such as a bank or museum, I believe you said.
that wasn't their goal, though.
What are we doing?
Yeah. Come on, Arian.
No, I can't give it to you.
You're being stubborn.
I didn't plan on feeling strongly about this, but now I do.
Now you're being stubborn, Arian.
No, I can't let it fly.
I know,
It is
I
the-
know
it-
that
it is
look, Arian. You're being,
Literally
you
the
know Big
textbook
T's right.
definition.
I don't think so.
You're saying because they had a goal
Big T,
beyond
he's
that.
Not, he's not going to agree with you, no matter what you say.
But he's wrong.
I disagree.
Now this is all I care about. Is defining National Treasure as a heist film.
I got two other heist films that I think are better than National Treasure. In addition to the
You
ones
can-
that I've said,
You can name them. You'll be incorrect. but please
Ocean's
continue.
11 is better.
Yeah,
I
Can't be. I haven't seen it.
I think The Town is better.
I haven't seen that either, so it can't be.
Solipsism.
I would say that Heat is better. Pacino,
Oh, is that
De Niro.
Pacino?
Yeah,
I haven't seen that. I've heard about that one, though.
really good heist movie. And then I would say Hell or High Water. Have you seen that?
None of these, brother.
Hell or High Water has, I think, the most underrated actor in modern history in it. Ben Foster. Ben Foster
Is he Gandhi?
I don't know. If he was Gandhi, I would watch him play Gandhi.
Ben Kingsley.
Ben
forgive
Kingsley.
me.
Okay.
Different
Yeah.
Ben.
No, this was it was Ben Foster. He was in that movie with Justin Timberlake, Alpha Dog. Did you ever see that?
Never heard of it.
Kidnapping movie based on a true story. Also was the best actor in that by far.
More of a Trolls 2 guy with JT.
Gotcha.
That's a joke, by the way.
Yeah. I think I provided you with a list that are better, but I do enjoy National Treasure.
Great movie. It's not a heist movie.
But Big T, you have to watch Ocean's 11. I've given you so many great movies that you would enjoy. I don't think you've seen a single one of them.
Incorrect. I watched
Training Day?
no, Alabama Court.
My Cousin Vinny.
Correct. Enjoyed it.
Okay, there you go.
Liked it a lot.
These are movies that I would say you'll enjoy equally.
I'm not a George Clooney going on a mission type guy.
You might like this though. It's fast paced. It's in Vegas. It's interesting. A lot of great actors in it.
It's possible I'll check it out.
You will. I promise you that you will enjoy Ocean's 11.
It is the best heist movie. Legitimate heist movie.
What is the plot other than they're going on a heist? What is the purpose?
They're planning a heist in Las Vegas.
That's it?
No,
for no apparent reason?
No, there's layers to it. Andy Garcia owns a casino. Andy Garcia is dating George Clooney's ex-wife, who goes by the name of Julia Roberts in real life.
Maybe I'll check it out.
Incredible cast.
I'll let you know.
If you're looking at star power in a cast, I think that's got to be up there too.
Don Cheadle's in that motherfucker.
Don Cheadle.
I would actually say, and this is just me thinking off the top of my head, so I'd have to do some reflection and think about it. I think the more, quote, star-studded a cast of a film is, the less likely I am to enjoy it.
Sometimes you're right about that.
I think I don't like big actors in that kind of... Like, this is going to sound weird. I've never understood the concept of having a favorite actor. They're all the same to me. It's dependent on what the movie is.
Well, if you enjoy somebody's performances.
I've never noticed one actor to be better than another.
What?
There's no actor that you're like, that person, I've seen them in 3 films and I really enjoyed their work.
Monumentally bad take.
All actors are the same.
Yeah, I don't really think...
Nicolas Cage and Tom Hanks are the same caliber actor to you?
So, like, they do different movies. I don't... It's about the movie to me.
I also don't like what you're implying about Nicolas Cage here. That seemed targeted because you're still disagreeing with his National Treasure take.
I was trying to find a middle of the ring actor who is like not known for his acting, but more known for his roles. Even like a Keanu Reeves, right? There's a 1,000 football fields difference between Keanu Reeves acting and Tom Hanks acting. Like there's just different, brother. It insanely.
But they
different.
do radically different things.
Okay, what about this? Jason Statham, Matt Damon. Who's the better actor?
I don't know that I've ever really seen anything Jason Statham is in, so I can't.
Okay.
But I don't know.
If you were to venture a guess.
Probably Matt Damon, but I also think there's an element of you do 1 or 2 really good movies, you become, a star in Hollywood or whatever, and then you're given better opportunities than some other people who might get, like Jason Statham is pigeonholed into shitty action movies, right? So that's all he's going to do.
Right.
Whereas Matt Damon now is a star, so he gets top of the line movies. Yeah. I think it's all dependent on the movie.
You get presented better opportunities for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's different caliber actors.
I understand that. It just doesn't usually make a difference to me.
Okay. What's your all-time favorite movie?
Probably Shawshank.
Okay. Now that has some heavy hitters.
Sure. Do you think how many actors do you think could be in the role of Tim Robbins and the movie doesn't change in quality? I think it's quite a few.
You know what it is? I don't think you. I don't mean to disrespect, but I don't think you have a knack or a love for the arts like that. So like when you listen,
I agree for the most part.
Yeah. So when we were talking about music, right? Like playing a guitar gives you, or playing a piano gives you a different listening experience when you're listening to music. Like you start to develop an appreciation for the art of it, not necessarily the product of it. And I think you like the product. You don't like the art of it.
For the most part, I would agree.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I also think that Big T is just too authentic of a guy for him to really identify with somebody that's good at playing somebody that they're not.
No.
Because what you see is what you get with Big T. He's like, why is this guy Why are you paying money? Why are you paying your hard-earned money to go watch a man lie to you for 2 hours.
You could not sound less like me. But no, I care about if the movie's good. There is no actor that I could go watch a movie and I would be like, even if I didn't like the movie that much, I enjoyed watching that actor. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I mean, story has a lot to do with it.
For instance, the Braves are terrible.
Mhm.
I paid good money to go watch the Braves when they were in Chicago a couple weeks ago because they still have Ronald Acuna and Matt Olson and these awesome baseball players that I really enjoy, even though the team sucks.
Mhm.
There is no actor that would make me feel that way.
Yeah, I think that's a fair take. Like, if Tom Hanks
I got
is in
one
a
for you.
movie and everyone's like, this movie sucks, then yeah, I probably won't go see it just because
Movie
I
that was
enjoy Tom Hanks.
kinda
But when Captain
ass.
Phillips comes out, I'm like, yeah, I want to go watch a great story with a guy that is at the peak of his craft.
Like a movie that was kind of ass, but the acting from him was amazing. It was like Book of Eli. Like Denzel killed that role, but the movie was kind of eh. Have you ever, Big T, have you ever gone to see like a Broadway play?
Couple?
You didn't? Did you enjoy the acting in it, or you were just there for the story?
Yeah, just the story. I don't think the acting
Yeah,
makes
yeah.
a
I
difference.
think that's what it is. I don't think you like. I don't think you take a liking to the arts of it. I grew up in like I wrote poetry, loved poetry. That turned into me being into playwriting, and I acted in plays as a kid, and so it's like knowing and understanding that side of the craft was fascinating to me. And there's a very big difference between Tom Hanks and
And again, I understand that. I'm not
Chris
disputing
Farley.
that. I'm just saying it doesn't make. And although I kind of contradicted a minute ago with what I said about the Braves, I think I've said kind of the same thing about sports too. I like the people who love professional sports because the players are so much better. That doesn't make a ton of difference to me. I would rather just watch Tennessee play regardless of how much better or worse the players are than a professional.
Yeah, I think I pinned it. You like the product, not the art of it.
What are some great performances by great actors in dog shit movies? I think you could probably go down the list of anything Philip Seymour Hoffman was in. He was in a lot of good films too.
Ooh,
Philip Seymour
Leonardo-
Hoffman and John C. Reilly have probably done a lot of, like, they were great actors that did great movies, but they probably also did their fair share of just money-making bad films.
I don't remember how good the movie was, but to me, this is how dope the role was. It might have been a good movie, but I just remember Leonardo DiCaprio in What's Eating Gilbert Grape.
Yeah.
Unbelievable performance in that.
I'm asking ChatGPT about the best performances in bad movies.
Okay.
Michael Fassbender in Assassin's Creed.
All right.
Johnny Depp in Pirates of the Caribbean sequels.
Yeah.
Ian
ChatGPT
McKellen
said
in the
I
Hobbit
don't think-
trilogy.
I don't think they're bad movies.
Nicolas Cage in Ghost Rider.
Okay. The talking car.
Jared Leto in The House of Gucci. James McAvoy in Split. I thought Split was a good movie.
I never saw that one.
That's the M. Night Shyamalan movie where it turns out it's a prequel to Mr. Glass. Or what's the movie that has Mr. Glass in it from the 90s? Samuel L. Jackson. I forget, but that's the big reveal at the end of the movie.
Okay.
It's the multiple personalities, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
We got a movie coming
That
out.
was a bad movie? I don't think it was that bad movie.
I thought it was good.
We got a movie coming out
Yeah.
soon, How to Rob a Bank, next year. A heist film with John C. Reilly, Christian Slater, Zoe
Allegedly
Kravitz,
a heist movie.
Pete Davidson. I'm interested. You have my attention.
I will watch
Imagine
any heist
Entertainment.
movie.
Yeah, nothing like a good heist. The planning, the execution, the tropes. I do enjoy those. So they killed their animals. They cooked their own dogs. They would boil the animal hide roofs of their cabins and of their wagons, and they would make like a pasty soup out of the small amount of fat that was still in the hide that they used to cover their wagons.
The kids were loving the rugs.
Yeah,
the kids loved rugs.
They loved it.
It's a nice little treat for the boys and girls.
They would hunt mice that would make little nests inside their lean-tos or cabins, and then they would boil the mice in the canvas soup that they had made. And
Mice and canvas soup.
Mice canvas soup was a delicacy for them. They ran out of all their food. They had no food left.
And this is when they're posted up at the lake.
Yeah, this is when they're posted up at the lake, and they also kept sending different members of the group to go look for help.
Oh,
So
I
this-
do love what they named that party of 15 that's set out. They
Yeah,
named
so
it
Oh,
the
it's
Forlorn
badass.
Hope.
Yeah.
That's sick.
It happened so many times, and so many people. You would send out a party of like 15 people, and then that party would get stranded. Then they'd send out like 3 people from that party to go, and they'd give themselves another party name. They'd find more people, bring them back to help rescue them. Then they'd get stranded, and then one person would have to leave that party and go look for help. It was just a disaster.
None of them knew how to fish.
Yeah, that's what's weird.
That blew my mind.
Yeah.
So
There-
ice
there was-
fishing, I was wondering about that as well.
The lake wasn't frozen over.
Oh, really?
None of them knew how to trout fish.
What? Fuck.
I mean, I
And
guess
they-
there's not a lot of fishing in Illinois, at least in Springfield.
Brandon disagrees.
It's great
Yeah,
fishing.
he does good
Again,
fishing
I
at
said
his
in
house.
Springfield.
There's one fish. We know there's one
Well, I
fish.
know, but
Keeps
I
catching
just
it.
figured if you're an adventurer, like I assume somewhere along the line you would have maybe come up with that skill set.
That would be in the
Yeah.
top 3 skills I'd want to know.
Yeah.
For
Fire?
adventuring.
I think
Fire,
fire's
shelter, fishing might be better than hunting.
I think so, because if you can find a lake, you got water and you got fish,
They're contained.
and
Yeah.
you got fire, you're good to go. But yeah, they didn't know how to fish.
I assumed it was frozen over. That's
I-
insane.
Big oversight.
I also feel like every man back then should have known how to fish,
Yeah.
right?
Nobody taught them. They just fed them.
Like in today's day and
Yeah.
age,
Teach
like,
a man to fish.
Exactly.
every man should know how to buy food at a supermarket.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Mhm.
pretty
I
much
definitely
the same
do.
thing.
Imagine you have a group of 86 and just like I don't know how to check out of this grocery store.
Does anyone here have
Nobody
Instacart? Oh fuck! I just
Starving in a grocery store, just laying on the ground.
I just deleted.
I ate PFT in the Jewel Osco. There's nothing we could do.
It's ridiculous.
I will say, obviously, to the point that nobody can check out of a grocery store is ridiculous, but I don't go in anymore. I'm bringing it out to my car, put it in, and I go
Yeah?
home. Yeah.
Oh,
love browsing.
I love a grocery store.
I do it on the phone. They put it in my car. I leave. So I feel like in 20, 30 years, like maybe people don't know how to do that.
Yeah, but you always find.
But if it was
some-
like desperate times, you
I'm
were
sure-
starving to
Sure, you
death.
could figure it out.
Yeah.
So that group that you mentioned, T-Bob, the group of Forlorn Hope,
yeah,
they set out in mid-December after they got stranded, and they were trying to get over the mountain and try to find. There were some camps that were allegedly on the other side. They're like, we're going to go talk to these people, bring back a search party, and they went with 2 Miwok Native Americans, Luis
Yeah.
and Salvador.
fuck, man, poor Luis and Salvador.
And they brought some supplies. I think they scavenged up like a compass and some rice and that type of stuff. Maybe it was flour. Was at a premium for the people in the camp, but they're like, hey, we're your only hope. You have to give us your supplies. We'll go find help. So they went and they eventually shot both of the guides in the head, butchered their bodies, and ate them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, okay, I did. So Luis and Salvador, right? They didn't want to eat people, right? And so they ended up being like, "We got to get the fuck out of here," right? And they tried to leave on their own, but then later the Forlorn Hope Party found them kind of laid out,
Yeah.
like they had gotten exhausted, and so I mean they did shoot them in the head and eat them, and they'd helped them. That's fucked up, but were they already dead?
They were shot though. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Who's to
Yeah.
say? My guess
Yeah.
is they probably wouldn't have used bullets on them if they were already dead.
No. I know. I mean,
Yeah.
like functionally, like, are you going to carry these 2 people who are now exhausted and like? I mean, it's fucked up either way.
I think
It's fucked up
if
either
you're
way.
hanging out with a group of 80 people and there's a loud commotion about, hey, maybe we should start eating ourselves. I'm with
You're saying
Luis
Luis
and Salvador.
Salvador.
They're like, let's get the fuck out of here. And then there were probably like 5 other people that were like, oh yeah, it's really fucked up to eat people. Good call, Luis. Good call, Salvador. I agree. Let's go. Hang on, let me just get my gun.
Yeah.
You'll be fine.
Manifest destiny.
If you're the only person that's against eating somebody, you're going to be the first one eaten.
Yeah, for sure.
You got to fall into line.
Because people won't trust you.
Mhm.
It's like we all have to do this together. So after the party leaves to go look for help, they're starting to think about maybe doing some cannibalism because they're out of food, thinking about dabbling in it. And I want to know how the first person broached that topic, because they had some ideas and they all kind of agreed once somebody broached it, it's not a bad idea. Maybe we should draw straws for it, or maybe we should flip a coin, or maybe the person who's oldest should like volunteer. Someone should volunteer themselves.
Yeah.
For the good of the group. So they drew straws, and this one guy lost, and then they all couldn't do it.
Oh.
So I think maybe a guy that they all liked was the one that got the short straw.
Yeah.
Which completely
They all
takes
knew
away.
who they wanted to eat.
Yeah. and they were hoping that it was going to be that guy, and then when it wasn't,
They
like,
probably stuck that straw up real high for his turn.
yeah.
It's like flip a coin. You'll know what you want to do while it's in the air.
Yeah. And when the guy got the short straw, they're like, we shouldn't do this. We've gone too far.
I have a
Kudos
couple
that
questions.
guy for not like sprinting away.
Yeah.
Or
I want to know how he
But that's
reacted.
why everybody liked him so much in the first place.
Yeah.
Because he was like, fuck it. You know what, guys?
just laid right down.
You're right. You got to eat me. And like, oh, yeah.
As I'm thinking through this, how could people who didn't know how to fish, like, I can't imagine. So you kill a guy, you've got to like cut him open.
Well, they could dress animals.
Yeah, they knew how to hunt.
They
Okay.
could dress animals. They could
Okay.
hunt, but I guess they just
Yeah, because they ended up finding like a bear, right?
Oh
Yep.
God, that would have been awesome.
They ate a bear. Have you ever had bear?
No,
I did once in Alaska. You can only have it if it's roadkill. Horrible.
It didn't. Did it taste like blueberries?
No, it tasted bad, gamey, stringy, gross.
Is it oily?
Yeah.
I've heard it's really oily. That might have just been from the book Hatchet.
Oh, Hatchet was so
That's a
fucking
great
good.
book.
That's the one that's dudes love Hatchet. dudes love Gary Pulse.
You guys want to reread Hatchet?
Dude, yeah.
I read Hatchet
Yeah,
since elementary school.
You guys want to do just a book club and every week it's Hatchet?
Yeah, that was my fantasy when I was like 9 years old. What if I got stranded in the woods? I could survive.
He could fish though.
Yeah, he knew how to
Remember,
fish.
he was fucking stabbing down on him.
He learned about the
Refraction.
yeah,
the
the
refraction.
refraction, and then he learned how to spear him. They did know how to hunt. Some of them knew how to hunt, knew how to field dress an animal. And so when the meat supply got low, that's when they went insane, and they said, "Yeah, okay, maybe we should just start eating each other."
Am I crazy, or did they say something about like they knew where people had died along the way and they had kind of stored them in the snow a little bit?
Yeah,
And
Yeah.
then did they like go? They're like, all right, I guess we got to go get Big T's body.
I think it was like they
Like a popsicle.
they would mark some graves, and I think it all depended on how hungry they were at the time. Like if you died and they were very hungry, they'd be like, okay, we should probably eat this one. But the very first one, they drew straws. They couldn't kill the guy. But then like 2 days later.
I like to think that guy looked so unappetizing. He was like the ugliest dude.
Yeah.
Horrible acne.
It's
Yeah.
too skinny.
Ugh.
Like I feel like
You,
I've always thought that I look like I'd be pretty good to eat.
I agree.
I think you'd be in the top 5.
That's
like,
what I'm saying,
If
dude.
shit went down to the Barstool office,
Like this backstrap. I've always said I would volunteer though, because
You're-
my legs could feed a lot.
Your next Mount Rushmore on PMT should be dudes you want to eat.
yeah, dudes, you would eat.
Most, yeah.
We could just even say like in this office right now.
Big T, you looking pretty tasty too,
Yeah.
man. We
I
can
think
feed
you'd
a
be
lot.
bland, like a
Yeah.
potato. I think it's just like
Yeah.
a red hair thing.
Yeah,
Sure. I don't have red hair, by the way.
Strawberry blonde.
yeah, it's kind of red.
Brown, brother.
Oh, beard is.
Yeah.
strawberry
He
blonde.
gets
The
very
beard.
upset when you said.
Well,
said
it's
he
just
has red
factually
hair.
inaccurate.
Yeah.
It's going gray. It'll be gray in a little while.
Max would probably be up there. I think for like a holiday.
A little gamey.
He'd be good for like
Oily.
stew.
Yeah, I think like a
He'd be
Christmas,
like he'd be a crock pot meal. You leave the house.
a Christmas feast.
But I think like
We're doing
KB.
KB seems
small.
tough.
Yeah, not is the juice worth the squeeze?
Tough meat.
KB.
Yeah, maybe he's a bit.
That's how I would lobby for not eating me. I'd be like, I'm so small. I'm just a little guy.
Yeah, but you'd be like veal.
Yeah, maybe
I feel like Dana would taste pretty good.
Dana would be. Yeah, nice marbling.
Yeah, dude. Egyptian.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be good.
What do we think about Brandon?
Brandon would be greasy.
Yeah.
I think I'd feel like shit afterwards.
Yeah. Probably puke. I'd probably eat them and throw them
How
up.
offensive would that be? If you ate me and puked me up,
Yeah.
Yeah, then
that's
you're just
what a
wasting
slap
me.
in the face.
So
Dying
here's
in
what I
vain.
was going to say
These are
about
all
this
empty
whole
calories with Brandon.
Depending on how old I was, like these guys, they were in their 40s, like, toward the end of their lives at that time. If it's like, hey, listen, we're gonna start eating people, I'd be like, y'all can just kill me. I don't need to do all this.
But isn't there, with the end of the lives thing, isn't there a thing where it's like, yes, life expectancy was short, but
because
if
all
you
the
made
kids
it,
died.
yeah, but if you made it past X age, you
Yeah.
actually had like a pretty good chance of living a long life.
Yeah, you would probably live till 50s, 60s if you made it past
skewed the data.
12.
Yeah.
But if you got sick before the age of 12, you're pretty much
But
dead.
even so, if it's like, hey, we're gonna eat people in hopes we can make it a little while longer, I'd be like, just go ahead and kill me.
I think there's got to be some
with you,
sort
T.
of
I don't need
survival
this.
instinct that kicks in. I don't think I would do it either, but
Everybody says that.
everyone says that.
I would just,
If you're like crazy hungry, you haven't eaten in weeks.
I know, I would just want y'all all to spread rumors after you ate me that I just had like an obscenely large penis.
Yeah, it took us like 3 days to eat
So
your
I
cock.
could, so I could just like Rasputin's dick has echoed through time.
Yeah.
Like I want to be famous for just having a crazy big hog.
That would be amazing.
Is that true? I've never heard that.
Yeah, Rasputin. He used to fuck women to like spiritually heal them.
Wow.
His penis is on display.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
You're
massive.
You're kidding.
No, if it really is his penis, it's a massive
Yeah.
pickled penis.
Where is this
It's like
on
13
display?
inches.
Probably somewhere in Russia.
And
But
that's
yeah.
shrunken too. Like, oh my god.
You have to imagine, it's been sitting in formaldehyde or
No
whatever.
Somebody
chance.
stole Napoleon's penis, right?
Yeah,
Did
it
they?
couldn't have been that big.
Did somebody steal Napoleon's penis?
Look, this is supposedly Rasputin's penis here, T. Can you see that? Look at that thing.
That can't be it.
Look at
Yeah.
this thing, dude.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
That's what they say it is.
of a beast.
I told you, dude. He's had like a 13-inch cock.
Yeah, if you're Rasputin, you have to become like a soothsayer at that point, or
Yeah.
else they're gonna think that you're Satan.
He did what you're doing.
He would fuck the hysteria out of women. No, but he would while he was alive. I'm doing a different thing where I'm just lying and trying to get it like to echo through time. It's pretty. That might not be his dick, but it is. I would say confirmable that he had a massive dick.
It's the first I'm hearing.
So they drew straws, but they also, one of their better ideas was, we'll draw straws, but two people are gonna lose, and then those two people will duel.
And that seems fair.
Yeah, that seems also like
That's better.
They wanted a sport. They wanted to watch sports. They're like, this is cool. What a matchup we got tonight.
Do you think they had side bets on the like choicest cuts of meat?
Yeah, I got dibs on probably the quad would be one of the first ones.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's
You know, if X wins, then I get the quad. If the other guy wins, you get the quad.
yeah. I feel like the ribs would be really hard to do because you're reminded.
That's so human.
Yeah, when you're eating a rib, you know exactly where that came from. Neck probably the same.
I mean,
Yeah,
I'm always, is this backstrap? You know, like you ever had fried backstrap from a deer? It's
Yeah.
so fucking good. I always feel like that'd be pretty tasty. They're
Okay,
probably
that's where
pretty
bacon's
lean at
cut
that
from,
point, though.
right?
Really?
I
Yeah, that makes
think.
sense then.
The ass might be good.
Ass might be good, but
then
like,
you'd
imagine getting the chin. It's like, oh,
chin
fuck.
would be bad.
Chin again, mom.
Yeah, you'd want outer ass. You'd want like I got the top of the ass.
Like a calamari asshole.
That's the cut. You don't even want like the inside of the cheek. You gotta just say just the bottom of the ass, please, for me. So yeah, they tried to do duels, but eventually what happened after they discussed this out and they planned, here's the most fair way to do it. Like a day later, people started to die, and so they died naturally, and then they ate some of them, and yeah. The legend of the Donner Party made it after they eventually got rescued, and not everybody got rescued. I think
I have it written.
how many
down.
people? How many people of the original?
47 survived of the 84.
Okay.
11 men, 36 women and children.
Okay,
Wow.
so the relief parties got to the settlers in February of 1847, but they didn't have that many supplies, and so by the time they got there, they were too weak to travel. Some of them died from the rescue efforts because they brought them food and they gorged themselves and died. So when you're like starving to that extreme, you can't eat a lot. You have to be like slowly weaned back into food.
That would be the worst. You're in the clear pretty much, and you ate too much.
It's like
Yeah.
That would have to hurt so bad too.
Yeah.
It's like the soldiers who die in like a pointless final battle.
Yeah.
Where like the treaty's already been signed or something. Just fucking brutal.
Did anybody die on the lifeboat of the Titanic?
Ooh.
I'm sure.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
That would be a bummer too.
You're like
just
playing
froze.
charades to pass the time, and you accidentally slip over the edge. And then, yeah, damn it.
Fuck.
I was so close. So after the rescuers met up with the stranded members, they made their way back to their camps and stuff, and the story of what happened started to come out in the press, come out in the news, word of mouth, and it was sensational. It was a crazy story, and they even like exaggerated some of the tales and made it out to be like it was just an entire pack of roving cannibals. Many of them were cannibals, but they made it out to seem like it was way more brutal.
They
than
wanted to eat people.
Yeah, it's brutal, but they made it out to seem like they relished in the opportunity to eat them.
That's not quite fair. They've been through a lot, man.
Yeah.
Does anybody else find it funny that it's the Donner Party, very close to dinner party?
Wow.
I'd never heard of any of this, and I
Neither had
thought
I.
this was some sort of cabal of cannibals who made that joke. That was like the thing.
Yeah.
And then I read it. I was like, wow, way off.
So as these stories came out, they needed like a leader to blame. They needed one guy to be like, it was this guy that did it. And that person ended up being Louis Kesselberg. And Louis Kesselberg was Prussian.
Yeah.
And he was the last guy that they found in 1847. It was April of 1847. And they found him with a cauldron of cooked flesh and discarded bones. That's the last thing you want to be found with.
That's
a cauldron.
pretty incriminating.
It's a witch in the woods.
That's a guy that almost like you wonder, could he have been rescued? And he was like, I just like, it's kind of nice out here. I got my thing going.
Cauldrons are never for good reasons. It's always nefarious having a cauldron.
Yeah,
You can have a pot.
You can have a pot, but
Yeah.
you can't have a cauldron.
Is that what do you have in there? Is it a soup or is it some sort of witch's brew?
What are you doing with that eye of newt?
Yeah.
I always, I mean, it's funny too, because I guess it doesn't exist anymore, but Prussians were always around in American history.
Yeah.
Prussians were always hanging out, mercenaries, adventurers, and now they're,
You don't hear
not
too
a
much
country.
about the Prussians anymore. Like I'm of Prussian descent. You don't hear anyone say that.
How would you characterize a vat?
A vat is something you fall in to become a superhero
it
or
feels
villain.
more scientific or
But
laboratorial.
so can they be positive or negative?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cauldron exclusively bad.
Bad.
A vat, it could be a scientist that has a vat of something that they're working on a new formula.
Sure.
But
I think
vat
in the
can
lab.
also be for like a lard, right?
Yeah, you can render in a vat, but yeah, a cauldron, you've got a giant wooden stick that you're stirring a child around.
I would love to do like an alignment chart of vessels, liquid vessels.
Yeah, from like chaotic good.
True neutrals cup.
Yeah,
Chaotic evil's cauldron.
yeah. Chaotic good would be beer bong.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should make that chart.
Wait, yeah, that's a pretty good idea.
Big T, are you concerned at all? Because you're a big gamer. You love the college football game.
This year it stinks. I honestly haven't played it very much at all. But yes, on general, I do like video games.
No, do you think that Saudi Arabia is going to start actually doing NIL stuff? Like, what college do you think that Saudi Arabia?
Auburn would sign up for the PIF in a heartbeat.
You think they're the most likely?
Yeah.
Why is that?
They'll do anything to win. LSU as well.
Mhm.
Famously stole money from a children's hospital. Look up that one.
They got some oil connects down there.
Yeah.
A&M.
They don't need to do it.
Yeah, but
though.
A&M, you know that Texas A&M would do it.
They already have
already know those
unlimited
guys.
Probably
money.
you got a link through Bush there too.
Yeah.
Is he an A&M guy?
No, but
Uh,
he's Texas.
Yeah, he's Texas. I think that I think George H.W. Bush's presidential library might be on the A&M campus.
Okay. But they already have money.
They got money, but they could always use more.
The answer is Auburn. Auburn would do anything.
I think it also matters how much money do you owe a coach that you hate in a buyout.
Yeah.
Like if you owe,
That's becoming a big thing now with firing coaches. Is like it used to be, all right, pay him whatever. We'll pay the new guy. Now, you got to pay your players.
yeah, but
Oh
if,
yeah,
if
what's
like
the deal
Alabama
with that?
turned
They're
on
paying
DeBoer,
players now.
Yep.
How much are you getting for that?
Depends, but some of them a lot.
Like, or what are we talking? Like millions of dollars?
Like the top players in college football this year are making $4, $5, $6 million.
Wow.
Oh,
They
Brace.
probably get to live in the coolest dorm.
They definitely live like
I bet they
kings.
get the prettiest girls in school get to talk to them too. Oh man, and they probably get to pay some guy to do their homework. Could you imagine being the professor of a guy who's making $6 million?
No,
You're just
no.
like, fuck you, dude. He's just like sitting in class, fucking looking at TikTok sound on, and you're just like, all right.
I think, and I've said this for a long time, but now it's so self-evident. Just stop making them go to school.
Stop making them go to school. What are we doing here?
I just want a football team with the best players we can find that put on an orange jersey that says Tennessee on it. I don't care if they're going to class. They're not going to class anyway.
They can go to class if they want.
Yeah, yes.
Like
if you want to, I think that would be that'd be great for you to do.
Yeah.
But if you don't, I don't care. Like, especially now with the transfer portal, like you can just transfer in the middle of the school year. Like nothing matters. Just stop making them go to school. It's stupid.
Big T, let me ask you this, because what's the school you like?
Tennessee.
Don't you feel that maybe Tennessee players should get paid more than like Harvard players, because the Tennessee players are getting probably a worse education?
All right. Well, they do get paid more than them, but run this exercise through with me.
Well, for instance, say I
so
play
you're
for
saying
Harvard,
because
right?
their earning potential later if they don't play professional football will be less?
I play for Harvard and I get out and okay, I can't play football because I tore my ACL, but I can get a job at an investment firm because I went to Harvard and I can hang out with Vivek Ramaswamy. However, I go to Tennessee, I go to the college that you like, and I get out and they send me back to high school. Like,
well, first of all, I would note that the University of Tennessee's admission standards have gone way up since we got good at football, but also anybody that's playing football in the SEC, their only thing is trying to play professional football anyway.
Yeah.
They're not. And if you're great at Tennessee and you don't end up being able to play professionally, there's a guy who owns a car dealership or something that will give you a Kawhi Leonard job, making $100,000 a year. You don't actually have to do anything just because he loves Tennessee that much.
But you just do some eastbound and down shit where you just go like throw the fucking football through like a Tesla or whatever.
Which is actually another thing I find interesting with the whole transfer portal thing is there's a lot of guys who leave school, go transfer for an extra $50,000 to play one season of football, whatever, and you're ruining connections that could have made you hundreds of thousands of dollars later in life.
Right, maybe not millions.
Sure.
But yes, it would be worthwhile if you just stuck around for a little bit longer.
Big T, would you jack off in a Cybertruck if there was like a 20% chance that Grok was listening to it?
All right, there's a lot to unpack there. Why, I guess.
Which part is why?
Why am I in a Cybertruck? Why am I masturbating?
You own one. You're horny. Poor self-control.
Okay, presumably it's parked, right?
Self-driving.
Or in autopilot mode, yeah.
No, I'm too paranoid for that. Also, if it's parked, it's either in public, in which case no, or it's at my house, in which case I could just go.
No, all right, your house burned down.
Okay.
There's been a horrible pandemic that has killed 99% of the world's population.
Okay.
That itself, those two events.
Well, at this point, nothing else. Then nothing matters.
I know, but those two events happen concurrently, and they've so like fucked you up that you haven't jacked off for 2 months because you've been so busy. Like fuck, like the hospital, like everything is just falling apart. Finally, you're like, fuck it, I'm hitting the open road. I have to find some other survivors. But Grok is still working, of course, and you're like, all right. I'm parked outside of Mobile, Alabama. I'm going to head in the morning to hopefully find other people there that are still living. I'm going to whack off. But Grok is like, hey, Big T, what you thinking about?
In the scenario you've laid out, it just seems like the rules of society have gone by the wayside at this point.
So you're doing it.
Again, I don't understand the necessity, but I'm not opposed. I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, life is, I don't know. There's all sorts of mysteries, right? I think I would do it probably like in traffic.
But there's no traffic.
No. I'm talking the pandemic shit. That shit ain't happening.
Oh, this is
anymore.
just
You know,
normal.
just normal. Like I'm going to like Trenton.
There's a catcher for, I want to say he plays for the Red Sox now. He was on the Blue Jays at the time. He got arrested for jerking off in his car.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god! I would never. First of all, I don't know how to drive, but second of all, it's great. Like, where was he?
I want to say he was parked at like a gas station or something. His name's Reese McGuire. I'll find the story. And then when they played, like his first game that next season, I think, was at the Braves, and the organist played "Beat It" when he came up to the plate.
Oh my god!
So he was jacking off in a Florida strip mall parking lot.
Yeah.
Wow. Maybe he had like a meeting he had to go to or something.
Yeah,
He's like, I got.
people don't really talk about that. People kind of forgot about that story. Big T, thank you for bringing it back up.
I don't think baseball fans forgot.
Yeah, but it doesn't get talked about.
Well, baseball itself, there's a lot of
Also-
psychology going on there with the bats and the mitts and everything.
I'm looking at the arrest video. It was
Burn.
February 7th, 2020. What a year for that guy.
2020? Wow. Well, he must be pretty stoked because that kind of got knocked out of the news cycle pretty quickly, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
I mean, in baseball circles, it's lingered, but
That's true. If you're going to get caught jacking off, February 2020 is maybe the best time
Oh
in the
my
history of the
God.
United States to do it.
Yeah, because if it's like a week after the pandemic starts, it's gonna be in the news. But like if it's right before the pandemic starts, it's getting knocked out.
Yeah, if this was like the second week of March, we'd be talking about it because we had something as a nation to discuss during like Tiger King.
Well, it's
Not a great documentary, but everybody knows it because it's all that we had.
yeah. And that guy really is. He really did think he was gonna get pardoned by Trump.
He did. I feel bad for him.
Yeah. Well, he did kill someone, right? Right?
Yeah.
Isn't that why he's in prison?
who are we
Why
talking
is he
about?
in prison?
Tiger King guy. It was either killing
Oh.
somebody or like paying somebody to kill somebody.
And then they made 2 dramatization TV shows. There was too much going on in Hollywood. They made 2 different TV shows dramatizing an already fairly dramatic documentary with pretty good. It's like, why are you gonna have a guy just play an already insane, entertaining guy to watch?
By the way, Tiger King sucked. Can we all admit that now?
I think it was okay, but
It was an opportunistic release by Netflix.
Yes.
Well, here's the deal. A lot of people have never dealt with a tweaked out gay guy before. Big T, you and I have, it's our bread and butter. But it is, I think a lot of people were just like, wow, this guy is so crazy. He was a crazy, interesting guy to watch. But again, I don't remember anything that he did except abuse animals and then like try to get some lady killed.
Yeah. So he ran for president in 2020. Or
Okay.
sorry. Yeah, 2020, and then again he tried to run as a libertarian with Vice President Andrew Tate.
Okay, I can see it.
He did not get in August 2024 he suspended his campaign and endorsed Donald Trump.
Oh my God. Yeah, I think he was really looking for I think he's looking for a pardon from Trump pretty heavily. And it's just
Yeah.
like Trump didn't watch that, dude. Like Trump's not like watching Netflix. What do you think he does watch though?
The news. I think he's got the news on.
Big T, can I ask you something? Because
You
you
may.
still like Trump, right?
Yes and no.
What the fuck was up with him posting that AI video of the med bed thing?
We talked about
So
that.
I
on
actually
Tuesday.
didn't see that until we talked about it on Monday. Yeah, I don't know.
I want JD Vance to because you know how JD Vance is always like, you know, like he's always like, clapping back at people that he thinks are
Yeah.
being mean to Trump. I want JD Vance to like have to like sit down across to someone and answer what the fuck that video is. 'Cause
Yeah, and I don't.
that's like Biden shit where you're like, it's not
Because
even
he-
Biden didn't do anything like that, but it's like something a senile guy would do.
Because he talks in the video.
Yeah.
Like
he talks in the video.
Did he think? I really don't know. Did he think that he really said that?
These are the questions I would
Did
love
he
to
think
know
it
the
was
answers to.
funny? I don't know.
Did
But
he
it's
do
like
that?
not even funny. It's like a real
Right.
dude, 60 Minutes hit me up last year, and was like, "Do you want to go try a med bed?" And I was like, "How the fuck did you?" I've never done anything like that before. Like no news organization has ever hit me up before. I was like, "Yeah, I would love to go try a med bed." and we were gonna go to this place called like Tesla Medbed in I think New Mexico or Arizona. And then I think they might have heard the show and some comments that I made revolving around certain events in the Middle East, and that was.
Hang on, now I'm confused. These are real?
So there's fake. No, to be clear, no, they're not real. But there are beds.
To clarify my question, I understand the thing in the video isn't real. I didn't know if there was something that's in production that like maybe does a scan of your whole body or something and it can fix.
No. So that's what you would think, that there's like some like weird, tech bullshit, like a Theranos kind of like fake thing that's like, we scan you for cancers. No, there are beds in Arizona you can go sleep on for an hour that have a black box that contains, I believe, nothing in it underneath the bed that they say will cure all your diseases. It's called, look up Tesla Med Beds. And I was really excited. I was going to get to go do it. I think they were going to pay me like $300, that's how much you get paid if you don't have a manager. They said no.
Yeah, so my understanding, because I didn't know anything about med beds until Sunday morning when I saw the video, I didn't know that it was a deep QAnon thing that they had been talking about
Super
for years.
Deep QAnon thing.
That it's like the cabal has stored this technology, they've kept it away from the masses, and Trump is going to take that technology and make it available to all the United States citizens, and all you have to do is just lay down in this bed and all your problems are going to be solved. I didn't realize that it was such like a deep reference to that. Then I thought maybe he put that out there just as like a wink to the QAnon people to say, hey, everything you believe about me, it's still going to happen. Keep following. Trust the plan, right?
It's funny because he does just post Q shit sometimes, but this one was because this is like deep Q. This is like side, like it's not even, it's kind of mainstream QAnon, but it's like a side, it's like a tentacle off of QAnon.
Yeah.
It's like my whole thing with the med beds is I'm like, well, wouldn't they use it on Bill Clinton? He looks like shit.
Or Biden?
Or Biden. Get him in the med bed, right?
Yeah.
I mean, a regular bed would have probably been good for Sleepy Joe.
That's true. But yeah, like before the debate, just charge him up in the med bed for a couple hours. He's good to go. Now, do you think, because I was looking at the post and it looked like he embedded the video himself?
Yes. So it's saved on his phone or like his assistant's iPad.
Somebody sent it to him, or was that somebody that works with him that has access?
I bet a lot of really insane Florida people just have his number because of Mar-a-Lago. And so someone probably sent that to him and he was like, wow, I don't remember doing that, but this is great. I love this. And uploaded it. And I guarantee if you ask him about it, he will just do that thing where he kind of like, he's really good at it because sometimes he doesn't know what people are talking about. Mm-hmm. And Biden would just kind of be like, yeah, like sort of like do like a deaf guy nod. But Trump just starts talking and just like kind of changes the subject. And like by the end, you're like, oh, he answered the question. And you're like, actually, he just talked for like 2 minutes, but I have no idea what the fuck he said.
Yeah, he just like start talking about his social media in general, and he'd figure out a way to not. That's why I'm interested to see what Levitt's talking points are going to be if somebody brings up the med beds to her.
Yeah. Oh, I think that's maybe how she got all that sort of work done. She should do the Emma Stone thing and become Chinese.
She gets to share TikTok. Yeah.
Carolyn Levitt, what is she? 26? That's a tough 26, huh?
She's
but we
27.
Love her. She's 27
and married to a 59-year-old.
Yeah. Wow. Oh, I bet he's got a wrinkly old thing. But she is. She's from Florida, right?
I know that she went to school in the Northeast somewhere.
I believe she's from I think she's from like Rhode Island.
Yeah, I think Rhode Island.
Well, he might be
New
the
Hampshire,
only other guy
New Hampshire, and correct me, she recently turned 28.
Okay. You seem excited to announce that she turned 28.
She barely looks 37.
No,
no. Brace, I got one other thing that's sports related I'd like to just educate you about because I don't think this has come across your desk yet. Have you heard about the open Senate seat that's going to be up for grabs in Alabama?
No.
So there's two guys that are speculated to be potentially running for the seat. One would be Bruce Pearl. He is the head coach of Auburn basketball. Former. Yeah, he just recently stepped down from that like a week ago. And then he was also the head basketball coach at the University of Tennessee, where Big T is an alum. And he's been very political, outspoken. He's a big pro-Israel guy, wears it on his sleeve, talks about it a lot.
Alabama needs that.
Yeah, people are thinking that Bruce Pearl might run. And then, like 2 days ago, a guy by the name of Paul Feinbaum said that he's considering running for that seat. Now, Paul Feinbaum, he is a sports journalist, a sports radio call-in talk show host who also has television shows now. But he became famous by doing like a Monday morning weekend wrap-up college football call-in show where people would just call in and scream at him about how they want their coach fired. And he would just kind of sit there being like, okay. Like very dryly, like let them do all the comedy. He just responds to it. So he's considering also running for this seat. My thought when I heard about this was just that we're going to have everyone who's been on a sports talk show at some point reaches a part of their career where they want to transition to politics. Like Stephen A. Smith is thinking about doing it too. But this guy Feinbaum, I think he's very popular in Alabama. I guess it goes back and forth. It really depends on how good their team is at the time. If their team is really, really good, then they like Paul Feinbaum because his show is always gassing them up. If their team sucks, they hate Paul Feinbaum because they think that he's biased against their team for saying bad things about him.
I would guess people living in Alabama might feel about Feinbaum like he's kind of a sellout now. Like he's a national guy.
Oh, because he's not just an Alabama sports guy.
He was like a Birmingham radio guy. Now he works at ES. He's like ESPN's one of their top college football guys.
Who do you got, Big T?
What do you mean?
In this race, who do you got?
Oh, I don't care.
So you don't even like the Tennessee guy. You don't even like Pearl, even though he was a Tennessee coach?
I actually, what I wanted to happen was Bruce Pearl to run for this Senate seat, lose, because our coach, who's very good, is going to retire in a year or two. Lose, and then Bruce Pearl comes back.
Gotcha. Okay, so
because
you
he's a great basketball
coach. Coaching.
Yeah.
Is fine. They're both running as Republicans, I assume.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we got to get some other sports figures in there.
I got one.
Who?
Well, you do know who the current senator is, right?
No.
Tommy Tuberville, who was the head football coach at Auburn.
I knew who Tommy Tuberville was, which is, by the way, you got to talk to your people. You guys cannot be named shit like that.
And Tommy Tuberville.
We cannot have an Alabama football coach be named Tommy Tuberville. And you know what? Technically, I should find out what it was, because I realized my stepmom's dad was a fucking Tennessee assistant football coach.
Really?
Yeah, but I don't know where. But I'll ask my dad about that. And
what's his name?
I first of all, I'm not saying that on a podcast. And second of all, I actually genuinely don't know. He died like in the 80s.
Got it.
But and she I don't think he was a very good dad. She didn't like to talk about him. Wow, I didn't realize. So there's precedent here already for a coach.
A lot of precedent. Yeah.
Yes, this seat is reserved for Auburn football, basketball coaches and commentators.
Now, Tuberville, was he placed or did he win election?
He won the election.
He won the election. It's shocking too, because Tommy Tuberville not a good coach either.
Really? Well, maybe they'll be like, we don't want him back in coaching. We have to make sure he has another job.
That's actually a good point. It's like, keep him away from all
That's the kind of guy.
teams.
That's like the kind of guy who offers butter subsidies.
Yeah, Tommy Tuberville. Hi, it's me, Mr. Tuberville. I think that they should, if you want to throw another sports name into that race, Charles Barkley. He's an Alabama guy.
Is he now?
Yeah, that would be amazing if it was Paul Feinbaum against Charles Barkley for the United States Senate.
I would love
Tommy
that.
Tuberville also, by the way, Brace, when he was the head coach at Ole Miss, said they'll have to carry me out of here in a pine wood box. And I believe less than a week later took the Auburn job.
I love it. I love it. This is why. So there's another guy, speaking of politics, that's been saying shit like this. Curtis Sliwa, who I like. I like Sliwa, but he is like refusing to drop out of the New York mayoral race. And he said a similar thing. They'll have to carry me out here in a coffin. And I think he does mean that. And I did text him a few days ago to see if he'd come on the show, and he has not written me back, even though he said he would come on the show before.
Well, he runs like every time, right? Because he was running when I lived in New York.
He's a perennial guy. Yeah.
How many casts is this?
And I met him once on the Coney Island boardwalk, and you've never seen a man that was this magnetic for women. It was, for women of a certain age who live on Coney Island or in Coney Island. So it was rather leathery type of
right.
But they were surrounded. It was like seeing, I mean, it was, I've never seen anything like this. Who's that? Austin Butler. It was like seeing Austin Butler walk by a fucking, a sorority. It was insane. He was surrounded. He had his little guardian angels. He like about 4 foot tall, 4 foot tall Puerto Rican guys in the little berets around him, like having to like bat away these sort of leathery breasted women who are slamming all over him. But I read in the New York Post that he is impotent. He said to the New York Post, "I am impotent," and he kind of implied that it was because he cheated so much.
Yeah, he fucked himself out.
It was like it's divine justice. No, he was like, "I feel bad for what I did." He also did get shot in the leg by I guess a John Gotti associate in the 90s. But he's like, I was so unfaithful that God sort of cursed me with my penis not working anymore.
That's fascinating. Doesn't he also have like 13 cats?
19 cats. And I asked him about that when I saw him. I said, "Curtis, you have 19 cats and your wife in a studio apartment. How do you do it?" And he said, "Mark Twain had one more cat than me. He had 20 cats and he was a genius. I'm not quite Mark Twain's level." But I'm like, that doesn't answer my question.
Yeah,
I'm not
how do you do
asking
it?
who has more cats than you. I'm asking you why you have so many cats. And no answer. Imagine the stink in there, man.
Yeah, that's a concerning amount of. He hopes that he gets carried out in a coffin because those cats are going to eat him after he dies.
Well, I'm saying too, he hopes he gets into Gracie Mansion so he's placed for the cats.
Yeah, that would be very funny. Like the next mayor to move in after Curtis Sliwa steps into that mansion is like, we gotta bulldoze this thing.
His rent has to be like $5 a month or something. There's no. It's like it's. I think he lives in like South Brooklyn too. I'm like, you get like probably a 1-bedroom for not that much there.
Yeah. He's a fascinating guy though.
I know. Totally fascinating.
All right, let's get into wedding culture in the United States. Wedding culture, which should be the happiest day of your life, can usually set you back years when it comes to other parts of your life for one big party. And now sometimes the parties are great. Sometimes they're fantastic parties. Sometimes people take it to the next level and it becomes like a social standing thing where it's like we got to show off how much money we're willing to spend on this one giant party that we're going to have. And it's actually very interesting to dive into how weddings became like an industry in the United States.
Y'all are obviously a little bit older than Mackenzie, Madeline, and I.
Hey, yo.
Just a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's true.
Has this, I feel like, and this could just be my, youthful inexperience, it's only in the last like 10 years that this has become like the deal it is now. And I think that's because of social media.
Yeah.
Like weddings obviously were a thing and you could have as big a wedding as you wanted. But I really feel like up until the last 10, 15 years, it was not an arms race.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I think that
I don't know if I do.
Wedding, they've always been a social marker.
Yeah, we used to have a thing. You remember Bridezilla? We used to have that thing. That was our era, Eric.
Yeah.
Like that's always been a thing. I think social media has for sure increased the photographers price for sure. But I think women have always, I would say all women, but like from my perspective, women have always wanted it to, this is what they dreamt about when they was little girls, to be married in their dresses and to have this extravagant flower party. This has always kind of been a thing. I'm out the game, like, so I'm not even nowhere close to getting married, so I don't know what the lick read anymore, but it's always been pretty expensive.
Yeah, I think, yeah, Arian's right. It's always been a big thing. It's been a big deal, and by always I mean like in terms of my lifetime. But I think Big T is right that social media has exacerbated the problem a little bit. You want everything to look like it's perfect. There's a lot of the small details that look like they're probably pretty expensive that you have to put money into if you want this one picture or one vision that you have to turn out perfectly, down to like even the smallest details of what everyone's wearing, where certain pictures are going to be, what color frosting you want on the cake, all that. I think it's gotten worse, but yeah, the Bridezilla phenomenon has always, that's been a thing for a long time.
Yeah, it just feels like now every wedding has to have like a thing. Like,
Yeah.
oh, we have a photo booth. We have a, insert whatever.
We got cornhole tables.
We have
Yeah.
merch.
Wedding
What?
merch.
Wedding
Oh.
merch would be fire, dog.
I've
Hold
seen
on
wedding
now.
merch.
Yeah, let's
Pop
talk
up.
about
That
it.
would kind of be lit, dog.
Hang on, but you're never going to use that ever again.
What? I have a shirt from one of my favorite ramen spots. If one of my homeboys get married, believe he got a merch table, I'm definitely getting one of those.
The merch I've seen for weddings, it's all like influencers. So take that with a grain of salt. They have to go like literally top of the, craziness. But I saw a girl get married this summer, and at their, I guess, like welcome party / like rehearsal dinner, they made hats for everyone with their dog on it. And then on the back, it had their initials of like W and G, whatever the date was that they got married. And then I've seen hats. I've seen like T-shirts, sweatshirts, whatever. Oh yeah, like I've seen some merch pop up.
So this is the first thing I've heard that has mildly intrigued me, because I'm a hat guy. But what do you put on a hat that anybody's ever going to use again?
But like I think the dog is actually like a pretty good one, because it wasn't like the
Right.
name. It was like a pretty cute logo. Obviously, Arian, I'm not even like consulting you in this one.
I was not. That was just the natural way. I wasn't.
I know, but like obviously for you, like that's just not going to happen. But like the dog on a hat is not some like crazy moniker of like, oh, that's a wedding merch thing.
You don't want to put the hashtag.
That's what I'm saying.
on
Is
the
like
hat.
I think if it's done that way, where it's, I don't know if tasteful is the right word, but like generic enough where it's like that could just be from J. Crew.
Yeah, it could stand alone as its
Yeah.
own piece of merch.
Yeah.
It's the same thing. Like if you see somebody wearing a pair of sunglasses that have a brand, like a fast food brand or whatever written on the side, it doesn't matter how cool the sunglasses are. You're probably not going to wear them that much, because it's like, oh yeah, these are very obviously free swag sunglasses that I got in like a gift bag somewhere. But if you have a generic logo or something that can stand alone, I like the idea of a merch table, or like almost concert T-shirts, but for your wedding. That would be fire too.
I do like.
I've
this
seen
idea.
some people with like hoodies and stuff with Roman numerals on it of like their wedding anniversary.
Yeah.
You could maybe do that.
And think about this though, Minty. You could recoup a little bit back. You know what I mean?
You're thinking about selling them?
Oh yeah, wait, you were thinking about giving them away?
Oh, these are free. This is free.
I
No,
assume-
thought,
Aaron,
like,
I'm with Arian.
I felt like party favor.
Yeah, it's like a party
Yeah,
favor.
you can.
No.
I think people would be mad if they showed up and you were selling stuff.
Yes.
It depends on how sick your merch was.
If the
True.
merch is cracked, so you got a dope ass logo of, you know what I'm saying? His
Big
and her.
T, see,
That
we
shit
could do
would
it
be
where at
hot.
your wedding where we all get it for free at the wedding and then we sell it.
I wouldn't be offended if my man's invites me to a wedding. Say I gotta travel to and then they have a merch table set up and they try to recoup some of the expenses from the. That makes sense.
If it's quality merch,
Quality
But,
merch.
so now you're
yeah.
selling it at a markup.
yeah.
You have to order enough that like if you're assuming say half the people are gonna want, and then what if you don't sell it? Now you're losing more money.
Then you have dope ass merch from your wedding.
And then you have to just give it out anyway for free.
Yeah.
If everyone at the wedding is like, hey, we're not going to pay for this, just wait till the end, and then they got to give it away.
No, then you have to do like a world tour, and you have to like go to maybe you renew your vows on the early side, and then you got your inventory of merch that you can still sell.
Then you got the OG merch. You be like, hey,
Yeah.
hey, we almost sold out. We put it back in stock. You could create demand. This is good.
When
business.
she said merch, I was under the impression this was being given away.
No.
No,
Then
no,
you see
no,
somebody
no,
that
no,
like
no, no.
that shows up to the vow renewal. They don't have the merch from the original tour, and you're like, oh, you're a fan of Michael and Julia. Name 3 of their kids. I don't think you're a real fan. I think you're a fake fan. I got the original shirt.
I was there for their first fight, buddy.
Yeah.
Yo,
He slept at my house when she kicked him out. All right.
I think it's dope, and I think about it like you can really like if you're a fan of your friends, right? Like baby showers. Think about baby showers. You always show up with a gift, right? More often than not, you have a registry for your wedding anyway. I think people in good spirit could understand that it's costly to put on a wedding. I wouldn't mind getting a Big T and Mrs. Big T shirt.
Mr. and Mrs. T.
I just talked to
Mr.
to
and
somebody.
Mrs.
We're gonna look into this. I said Arian is interested in merch.
He's right though. You need a great logo. I think a logo would, whether it's an animal like
I'm
like
cooking.
Madeline
Don't
said,
worry.
I'm gonna
or-
make this my project as well, and we'll compare notes.
All right. Yeah, let's do that. I'm down. I'm down for a yeah. Let's converge on a logo. Let's do it.
Okay.
I'm not-
Okay, I'm
Guys-
thinking of a couple ideas. Big T. Is there something that we could do with a big letter T? Maybe an
Yeah.
orange letter T.
I mean, there's one that's copyrighted.
Oh, shit,
Speaking
okay.
of which,
All right.
I have some somber news that is just broken. Tennessee baseball coach Tony Vitello is finalizing a deal to become the next manager of the San Francisco Giants.
You were right. I was wrong.
Vitello will be the first ever to jump from college coach to MLB manager without any professional experience. I got to change hats.
Do you have a
You know
somber
what?
hat?
No.
A
I'm wearing.
reflective
I
hat?
wore this hat in remembrance of all the memories Tony has given us. I have this beautiful flag here that I paid way too much money for right after the national championship. It was a good run. We had a good run.
And I'm sure that you're just going to reload.
Yeah, Elander. I assume Josh Elander will be promoted to the head coach. He's been a great assistant. We have a lot of talent, but at least we got one. This would actually really suck if we never won a title, but we got one. So.
You got one. That flag that's going to fly forever.
Correct. I won't be mad until he gets fired and goes back to college and beats us.
Yeah. What would be nightmare scenario?
Arkansas.
That's last.
Yeah, we've had quite a budding rivalry with Arkansas because that's where he came from, and they were always like he's going to take over for Dave Van Horn. And better programs than Arkansas tried and failed to get him. But then I don't begrudge him for taking this job. I understand.
Did they try to warn you?
Who?
Arkansas fans were like, he's just going to leave.
But they thought it would be for them, not the San Francisco Giants.
Yeah.
It's only 30 of those jobs. I get it.
All right.
Let me work on merch.
So, yeah, I was saying maybe a giant letter T, maybe something in. You like to wear orange a lot. So maybe a big orange T could work. But you pointed out that
We might get in trouble for
that's
that.
a copyright. Okay, so now I'm thinking about your initials. What about just CK?
Just
Letter CK in like a cool font.
Like almost like Calvin
might,
Klein.
might
Oh,
get,
shit,
yeah,
that's
might
another
get in
one
trouble
that I
for
can't
that
do.
as well.
Okay, damn it. All right.
Can't you just do a big T in a slightly different? Also, wait. If we don't sell this, can't you just do the T anyway? Who's gonna get mad?
Yeah, I
I
mean,
thought you said it low, like said it low.
I'm sure we probably could.
Selling Tennessee merch at his wedding.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, if you just give it away.
Could you do big T in whatever font or whatever orange hue you decide?
Do you want T or C?
I don't know. I'm gonna come up with a couple different things.
And then
Gotcha.
if it's a T, big T, together forever.
Mm.
See, that's too, but it has to be generic enough
Yeah,
that
that's true, that's
people
true, I
will
forgot.
want to wear it.
Yeah.
I'm fixated right now on the Roman numerals idea
Okay.
because I've seen that before. And then people will be like, "Oh, what's that? What's that hat?
Mm-hmm.
That what do those numbers mean?" It's like you if you have to ask, you can't afford it.
Mysterious. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want to name any names. I recently received a hat in the mail, and the hat had a logo I was not familiar with, but it seemed like it was a pretty well made hat, and I was like, okay, it was delivered in a very ornate gift box, and it seemed like the hat was a big deal, but it felt kind of like just a well made baseball cap, and then I looked it up online, and it is like a $200 baseball cap. That's like a new status symbol. Kind of how you remember the trucker hats that we got back in the day, Arian?
I do not.
You don't remember the trucker hat craze of like the mid 2000s?
I think they're still going strong.
When those was popping for y'all, fitted caps was popping for us. You know, like the oversized like
Yeah.
NBA baseball, whatever, with all the stickers and shit on it. Sometimes like you'd have like NBA patch shits where you have all the NBA teams, shit like that. That was cracking for us.
When
And
I
then-
was a kid, people would leave the stickers on the brim of the new era hats.
That was the vibe back then. I think
Yeah,
trucker
it's-
hats was the Sperry side of things.
It was like the Paris Hilton era
Yep.
when she was like the number one celebrity in the United States for a while. Okay, but back to the merch. I like the idea of this merch. I think that we can maybe make some money back.
I don't think you can sell it. I think if you do merch, it has to be a party favor.
What if they're shoes?
That's quite a significant undertaking.
They become the go-to wedding shoes, like comfortable enough to dance in. They feel like basketball sneakers. They look like dress shoes. I don't know. I'm just
Do those
thinking
not
out loud.
exist?
I'm just thinking out loud.
That could actually be a solid idea. Do those exist? I think there's like dressy sneakers now.
Yeah, but I mean like it feels like a tennis shoe. It feels like a sneaker that you would wear, but it gives the illusion to the outside eye that maybe these are fancy shoes, like super fancy.
What's Mrs. T's favorite color?
I think pink. That's what I see most often.
Okay, I love that. Very poignant and assertive answer. You knew it right away. I love that, Big T.
Are you trying to combine colors?
Something of the sort. Yeah, I'm trying to make it like visually appealing, but still, adult.
I feel like there can be some room to work here with the pastels.
Well, also here's another thing about weddings. I'm told. I think there's like a color scheme now for your wedding.
Oh, okay. What is the color scheme?
I believe, I don't want to speak out of turn. I got a couple guidelines on what I could and couldn't say, but I probably should have nailed down more. I think it's like navy and Carolina blue, I think is the theme for the most part.
Okay.
I love those colors, by the way.
Yeah. I think that's what I'm doing instead of like a tux. I might just do a navy suit.
With some Carolina blue highlights in the
like
suit?
Tie.
Like a little pocket, tie and a pocket square?
I think that's what I'm leaning towards.
Now we're
I
talking.
I don't love a black tux.
I'm with you on that one. It's like very baseline. I'm with you.
And also, again, to the cost of things, if I'm buying something and asking other dudes to like rent a tux or whatever, I'd be like, just buy a suit.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a little more expensive, but then you have it.
Yeah.
Like I rented a tux for a wedding a little while ago and it was exorbitantly expensive.
Pumpkin's way easier to carve. So they switched up to pumpkins because once the Irish got to the United States and they saw pumpkins, they're like, this is way better for our weird lanterns that we do every year than a turnip is.
I never got into that.
Big best thing that's ever happened to pumpkins. You don't hear about them otherwise.
Pumpkin pie.
Pumpkin pie is good, but pumpkin stinks.
But I think all of those are derivatives of them being like a fall thing.
You think so? You don't think that we'd be making pumpkin pie if it wasn't for...
I think if it wasn't for Halloween, you wouldn't really hear about pumpkins.
Yeah, I love pumpkin.
Spice?
No, pumpkin spice, you would...
That's like a fall thing.
I think
but
all of this is downstream of Halloween.
Hey, you ever see those big ass pumpkins though?
Yeah.
Those things are unbelievable.
Dude, I read that like we might start growing pumpkins on Mars.
Why?
And that we could grow like a 50,000 pound pumpkin on Mars in the environment there.
Just because?
Because pumpkins here on Earth have gotten out of control.
Yeah, dude, those competitions, I would like to be in one of those someday.
Just to see
how I stack up with the boys.
I don't know. It's got to be about the seeds, right?
Yeah, I think I've seen videos on them. It's very it's a what's the fucking word? I think it's complicated. There's a lot that goes into it.
Agriculture.
I don't know. I give up. It takes a lot of effort.
Intensive process.
Intensive might be a good word.
Convoluted? Is that the word you're looking for?
No.
Okay.
Forget it. This happens to me once a day. I have a word and it goes away.
It'll be back.
Let me think about it. Keep talking.
I think that pumpkins are like goldfish. Like they grow to the size of the environment that they're in.
Mm. I don't like when a goldfish is too big. It's freaky.
I agree.
I've never seen a big goldfish.
Oh, Google it, dude. It's terrifying.
Big goldfish being Googled right now.
Intricate.
There we go.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
They get this big?
Mm-hmm.
The fuck? Can you eat them?
I don't think you'd want to eat a goldfish.
Did you ever do that?
What, eat a goldfish?
Yeah, don't people do that in college? They'll, like
Oh,
swallow
swallow it?
one and then puke it out or whatever.
Yeah, I never did. Did you?
No.
Would you ever boof a goldfish?
No. That's too far for me. I don't like living creatures in me.
Yeah, that's a good way to go through life. They should be dead. Anything inside.
Good thing I'm not a woman. You know?
Yeah.
Not that there's anything wrong with being a woman.
No. I know what you're saying. Just because of your personal preference to not having another live person inside of you. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
What do you think I meant?
Oh,
I don't know. I was confused.
Yeah, because pregnant. What do you think I meant?
Yeah, pregnancy
Pregnancy.
or sex.
It's more thinking about.
I was thinking about sex.
No.
You kind of go back to back on that one. Like, yeah, it's a twofer.
More I was thinking about having a living thing in me, and then I thought, oh shit, that's what women have all the time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Well, not all the
Dude.
time.
Well, yeah.
A lot of the time.
Yeah.
They grow them.
I know. Dude, don't get me started.
Like
It's fucking nuts.
like pumpkins. It's an intricate process. that
It's
women
just a
go through.
little sperm, and then boom, me. This
Yeah.
is me. How, dude?
Yeah,
It's fucking crazy.
it is. It actually is nuts.
So many sperm, too.
Yeah.
Imagine being us and we have to like actually do it.
I know. I have a lot of respect for women.
Thank you.
Have you ever thought about this, Dana? Like, what happens to the millions of sperm
I think about it constantly.
that don't get there?
Yes. None of it makes sense.
Like they just die.
I've been having to talk in therapy lately about how nothing makes sense.
Yeah.
Nothing makes sense, man.
Do you think?
There's so many sperms.
Do you think the sperm, like they can think and that like they just die
I don't know.
and that we never get to tell their stories?
I don't want to go down that road.
And imagine what a battle that has to be to get to the
I
end.
know.
Like you beat a million other people in a race.
It makes no sense.
Makes zero sense.
Shout out to all the pregnant people, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you for what you do.
Yeah.
More Halloween stuff real quick. When immigrants came over from Scotland and Ireland, they brought their Halloween to the United States. So that was like the 1800s, and they would go door to door with their kids, and they would just pull pranks on everybody. Is she dressed up? We got Halloween.
Go.
Let's see what we got.
So for Halloween, this ain't my costume. I'm gonna be Sully from Monsters Inc.
No.
Stop it. She's not Boo.
She's
Don't tell me
Boo.
she's Boo.
Yeah,
Oh, my God.
Hey, yeah, let's go.
Oh my
It's adorable.
Oh my god, that's so cute.
Happy
She
Halloween.
walked in and said, "Oh, Daddy, can you say Happy Halloween?" Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, say Happy Halloween.
No.
Oh, I love
See, kids are assholes.
Oh,
Go.
so cute. Oh my
that's
goodness.
adorable.
Yeah, it's super dope. I'm gonna be Sully. She's gonna be Boo.
Oh, you know what we got to put in at the end?
Yeah.
It's that time of year,
Oh,
baby.
yeah.
Arian wrote a Halloween song, and it's a banger.
Really?
It's a banger.
I would say it's top 3 Halloween songs of all time,
That's dope.
and I say that very humbly.
Mm-hmm.
How many others are there?
Number 1 is Thriller. It's
I would consider that a Halloween song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
absolutely, yeah. You're just not gonna beat that. Then you get into like to the old ones. The what's the I forget the names of them.
Monster Mash? Is that one?
We did
Sure.
a mash, monster mash. Yeah, but this one's called Knock Knock. You gotta peep it. So I have my kid. I have a list. I have an album full of kids songs that my kids do because I got a studio upstairs and music is it's a pastime. And so I made. They wanted to make a Halloween song, and so anytime my kids are like, "Can we do a song?" I gotta do the whole shit. I gotta do the beat. I gotta do the lyrics. I gotta coordinate the whole thing. But this one was fun to do, man, and it came out really good. And there's a video. It's a little slapper.
Hell yeah.
It is a great song. What are you guys' top candies?
All right, I have my list.
I'm gonna shock you guys here with my number 1, Butterfingers.
It's number 1.
I was looking at Butterfinger and I was considering. I have 5 here. It was just off.
But you can only.
They're so sticky. That's the bad side.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just me, but I can't have more than one Butterfinger.
Oh, I can go to town on those suckers.
Like you give me one fun size Butterfinger, I enjoy it, but I'm all Butterfingered
One
out.
fun size?
Yeah, I get Butterfingered out.
No.
Come on, PFD.
I just can't. Something about it's like too crunchy and
I can
sticky.
eat 3 full size anything or
Yeah.
fun size anything.
I have a dark horse, Almond Joys.
Okay.
That is a dark horse.
Was that like a you don't like it noise?
Gross.
Oh,
Gross.
come on.
Are you anti-coconut?
I'm anti-coconut.
Coconut's
and I'm
so
anti-nuts in my candy.
Agreed.
Well, the almond is the worst part of the Almond Joy.
Then you would
For sure.
Well, there's Mounds. Why wouldn't you just say
Mounds don't have. It's the same thing.
Mounds just don't
Yes,
have almonds.
Dana, that's their very famous slogan for the last 50
What do you
years.
mean?
Almond Joy has nuts. Mounds don't.
Mounds are the same thing,
Yeah.
just without it.
No,
this
the
is
exact
amazing.
same
No, I
thing.
swear to God, that's.
The
I
exact
thought
same
there
thing.
was a difference.
Exact same candy
They've made
bar.
it their branding for the better part of
Why
the
the
century.
fuck am I eating Almond Joys?
I don't know.
You've been throwing out the almond?
I hate the almond, dude.
Your top candies.
Dane, I've got great news
That's
for you.
incredible.
Go
Wait.
get some mounds. Treat yourself. Have some mounds.
Wow, I'm such a coconut guy. Oh my God.
Yeah.
I'm
Pina
going to bring
colada.
you a Mounds tomorrow.
Dude, that. I swear to God, like people are gonna think I'm lying. I had no idea.
Coconut cake. You like coconut cake?
Yes,
Coconut cake is delicious too. But yeah,
pina
this
coladas.
is going to change how you look at Halloween now.
Fuck Almond Joys,
Because
dude.
you were even like Almond Joy was your number 2,
Yeah.
despite the fact that you hate
You don't even like it.
the
I
nut.
don't. I want the nut out. I just get the nut out every time.
So does mounds become number 1?
Yes, I didn't know, but I have gotten away from. I'm just like, again, I'm forgetting the word. Neglected now mounds
Yeah.
because I thought they tasted different, and I just never really tried them. I've never heard this song in my life.
You've never heard somebody say sometimes you feel like a nut, sometimes you don't.
No,
Now you have.
I'm a sheltered human.
Now you have.
Wow.
That's from the 70s.
Okay, and then my third one is Kit Kats.
That's
Kit Kat's
good.
in the running for my 1.
Number 1 for me with a bullet. Reese's Peanut Butter Cup. Classic. Number 2. This is where it gets tough. Because I want to say Reese's Pieces.
Mm-hmm.
All right, fuck it. I'm going to say Reese's Pieces, number 2.
Not nearly as good as the regular.
Number 3, M&M's. Number 4, Milky Way.
It's just all chocolate.
Milky Way, man.
Yeah, and number 5, Sour Patch. Now, what I love about Milky Way, it doesn't get... Why does Snickers get all the shine? Because Milky Way...
Milky Way was better.
I think Milky Way is better than Snickers.
I do too. I'm with you.
No nuts.
It's the no nut.
I think
No nut November.
I think people might be turned off to the bottom. Is the bottom layer? What is it? It's like
Of the Milky Way?
Oh, the nougat?
the nougat.
I love nougat.
I do too, but I think people are turned off to that part of the bar.
So Snickers, I think, has nougat too.
I will never.
But
mind.
maybe less nougat. And
I think it's a lot less nougat
Yeah, all the space that's taken up by the nuts would be nougat
and caramel.
and caramel. Yeah. Three Musketeers is also my honorable mention because I love nougat.
Mm-mm. Not for me.
I've got Kit Kat 1. I have a this was in the running for my 1. I just couldn't do it. I have Sour Skittles too.
Oh,
You don't hear about the Sour Skittle as much.
they're very good.
People give all the love to the regular. When I see Sour Skittles, I get them.
They can fuck your mouth up though.
They,
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you only
Bad.
2 or 3 at a time.
Yeah.
If you put too many of those,
Oh.
you're in for a rough night.
Bad.
You ever have the atomic warheads?
Yeah.
Those things will fuck you
Yeah.
up too.
Yeah.
Reese's 3, Bucky's, shout out Arian's costumes, strawberry sour power belts are 4. I mentioned those recently, and I was struggling to come up with the 5, and I just Googled I chat GPT'd show me the top 50 candies in America, and it brought up one that every time I have, I'm like, why is this not a bigger deal? And that's the Airhead, just the regular straight up Airheads.
Airheads are good.
It made me want some.
They're very chewy,
Yeah,
very sticky. But yeah, Airhead, it's a good treat. You remember the mystery flavor?
of course.
Was
white?
it white cherry?
Mm-hmm.
I think that's what it ended up being.
I thought it changed.
Oh,
I think it was always white cherry. I believe.
Now we need to do an investigation because I'm pretty sure you could get different ones.
Yeah, I don't know. I always thought that it was just white cherry.
I don't hate just like a standard Hershey bar. You know?
Yeah.
Like that's up there for me.
Run the football.
Run the fucking ball. I'm
not
astounded by this Almond Joy news.
Not a candy guy anymore, but when I did fuck with candies, I'll give you my top like 4. I don't know if I can do 5 because I don't like candy like that. Gummy worms.
Sour or regular?
It's your regular Jones. Gummy bears.
Sensing a
And
trend.
I'm working down to up now, so the number 1's coming. My number 2 is it's a little mango. It's a Mexican candy, little mango candy where you dip in the chili powder.
Yeah.
Them shits is cracking. I could eat them today. And my number 1 when I did eat candy was Reese's Pieces. Can't eat it anymore.
Reese's Pieces is solid.
I have an honorable mention I'd like to add to my list. The individually wrapped strawberry things that no one has ever bought, and I don't know if they still exist, but would just show up in your grandparents' house.
Oh yeah, yeah. They had the like little bit of like jam on the inside.
Yes.
Yeah, those are good.
Yeah.
I like those.
If someone knows where to buy those, please send it my way. I would buy them.
I also I enjoy candy corn. I know it's a controversial take.
I'm with you.
Candy corn's good. Don't eat a lot of it, but candy corn is just fine.
By the way,
They're called Strawberry Delights. Big T.
Or then they're still in circulation?
They're still popping.
I might buy a bag of those. The White Mystery Airheads flavor is always changing as it is made by combining leftover flavors from the production line that are not fully cleaned out between batches.
Wow.
Did not know that.
So it's the scraps.
I gotta show some love to Skittles.
Yeah. Skittles is solid. Very solid. And I don't think Skittles, like the standard, that candy has not changed in
Normal Skittles.
probably 100 years, standard Skittles.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's good.
Now that's the other thing. I hear all the Skittles are the same flavor.
That
No.
can't be true.
There's no chance.
I think that's what they say.
There's no chance. Zero chance. I would feel lied to.
I mean, they do just create like an amalgamation, like in your mouth.
Yeah.
Google's telling me they're not the same flavor, but I've seen a lot of people.
You guys ever have Advil that tastes like candy?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's good shit.
It is really good. It's dangerous.
It's the one that looks like the M&Ms.
Yeah. The brown Advil.
Yeah, they just have a coat of sugar.
Every day I wake up, I'm like, I think I got another headache.
We're talking about like the burgundy.
Yeah, they got
Y'all
sugar
think
on them.
those taste like candy?
They do.
They taste like the coating of an M&M.
Yeah, they put some sort of sweetener on the outside. It's so good.
Wait, like actually?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've never
It's good
experienced
stuff.
this.
Yeah, you got to try this Advil.
Just pop a couple.
Interesting.
Nothing. Yeah, you can have Advil, right? You can have Advil if you're not. I wouldn't have a lot of it,
Yeah.
but there's no harm if you were to just go out to the medicine cabinet that we have here and be like, take a couple Advil. I could use a couple.
Sure. Yeah, I've just never noticed that.
Arian, are you gonna keep the mask on?
No, it's running its course.
I was hoping that you would give some serious takes about something, like get into a political argument with Big T while having that Spider-Man outfit.
Let's talk about it real quick before I change my mind.
We get a lot of stuff that we're going to get into today. Mad Dog just asked me before we started taping if I would be able to talk about Luke Kwon. Yeah, so we can talk about the Internet Invitational, and there's another episode that's coming out today.
First
Thursday.
off, I'm kind of crushed about this. I'm kind of crushed. I've been following Luke since before he was with Good.
Yeah.
So I'm a fan of Luke. I fuck with him. You know what I'm saying? And it's I'm not crushed for real, but it's come on, dogs. You know what I mean? Come on, dogs. It's just, you know what I mean? You just gotta take accountability there, you know?
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind, okay, you overslept. That shit happens. You know, we all human. But then when you got there, you so lackadaisical. You so is what it is. Then you start talking shit to you. And it's come on, B. It's I get it, but it's just not a good look. I fuck with Luke. I still fuck with Luke. Still following. But it's just, come on, dog. You gotta take accountability there. You know what I mean?
I don't think he realized in the moment how many people he was pissing off, because there were so many people, and because of the nature of the Internet Invitational, you've got people who have their own massive like golf platforms that they've established. You've got like half of Barstool Sports, so you've got like the hockey guys with Biz and Wit, you've got the foreplay guys, you've got Part of My Take there, and I don't think it occurred to Luke, and that's in addition to like all the other major like golf YouTube groups and video gamers and stuff that were represented at the Internet Invitational. He didn't realize how many people he was going to piss off. And I feel like if he had to do it again, he probably would have done things differently.
Easily, yeah.
But yeah, the night before I got introduced to him, and I was like, okay, like let's get some good vibes going. We're on the same team here. Wanted to meet all the teammates, because there were a lot of people that didn't know each other. Like they were familiar with each other because of running in the same space online, and you've heard of these guys, but you never actually got to cross paths with a lot of them. And so trying to just meet some of your teammates, introduce yourself, and get the vibes going on a night before the tournament kicked off. And I went up to him, and he was just like, yeah, I don't really care about you. We're not going to use any of your shots. You suck. I'm good. You just have to just hang out there. So I understood, by the way, that I was.
He said that off rip.
Yeah, pretty much. I don't know that he said that I suck, but he's just like, yeah, you're not good, but you don't have to worry. I'm really good. We won't use any of your shots. And I was like, well, I've been practicing a lot, and I think that we'll probably end up using some of mine. Like I want to contribute. I want to be an asset to the team. But I fully understood my place being paired with Luke. My place was going to be give him a read on every putt that we hit, and so that he can use that and try to make a shot, and then maybe use an approach shot, maybe use one or two drives. Like it's a scramble, so you never know. He could hit a bad shot. I'm capable of hitting a good shot every now and again. It won't be like a constant thing, but I felt like I could contribute. And he was just like adamant about, dude, don't even worry about it. You don't have to be there. So that was a very strange way to start things off. So I get to the course the next day, and I got there early because it's an important tee time. Didn't want to miss it. And I get some breakfast, and before I go out to the range, I'm looking around for Luke, because they loaded my golf clubs up into a cart, and that was going to be the cart that Luke and I were going to use on the day, and I didn't see Luke around. So I put off going to the driving range, because I thought I don't want to take the cart away from Luke, because Luke is going to need that to get to the range and start practicing, and it's way more important that he gets warmed up than it is that I get warmed up. So I was looking around for him. Eventually, after a while, I was like, okay, maybe he's at the range. So I drove up to the range. He wasn't at the range. I hit a few shots to get going. Still don't see Luke. But then I assume, he's 33. I don't need to be like looking after Luke. He's played probably 1,000 times more golf than I have. So he's probably got his routine that he's doing. So then I go down to the chipping area, and I went to the putting green, and still don't see Luke, and I'm asking around if anyone's seen him. No one's seen him. Now, at this point, to get to the first tee, you have to, first of all, check in with somebody, and then you have to drive through this crazy little rock outcrop cave area. It's a very cool golf course, but it's like built into some, I don't know if they're caves or just like rocky cliffs or whatever. So it's kind of a drive to get to the first tee. And it's about 15 minutes, I think, before tee time. And so I'm like, maybe he's down at the first tee. But there's only one way to do that, and that's to take the drive down there and check it out. So I drive down there, and he's not there. And then everyone's talking about, like, where is he? Where is this guy? And eventually they sent somebody to his cabin, and he was just asleep the entire time. And they got him up, and I tried to delay it as much as I could on the first tee before we teed off, just in hopes that he would finally show up. And then Dave got madder and madder about the situation. People were like getting Dave wound up. He was upset at first, and then the more he heard people say, like, this is insane that he's here, it's disrespectful, Dave was like, yeah, you're right. So it started off from being that Luke can't tee off. Then it became Luke can't play on the first hole. Then it was Luke can't play until, like, he can't join in the middle of a hole. So if I tee off on the second hole, he has to wait till the third one. And then eventually it was, 3 holes. Then it was 4 holes. And at that point, I was fucked because, I was playing against Frankie and Bubby. And in a scramble, those guys are both really good. And I'm not that good. So I was fucked from the get go on that one, and I did not play well on the first like 3 holes, and that was I was a little bit rattled.
Did you concede a lot, or what did you shoot?
I conceded. Yeah, I want to say I probably had a double on the first hole, probably at least a double on the second hole, and then I think on the third I had like a bogey or something like that. But
That'd be so fire if you parred out. That'd be so fire.
I was just hoping I could tie on a hole or two. That would have been big if I could do that, but I didn't. I was a little bit rattled. Not gonna lie, going against those guys, and because it's not just like I'm playing golf. If I'm doing it by myself, if I'm like on even a 2-man team, I usually don't get that nervous, even doing it on camera. But add in the fact that the whole format on me got flipped up at the last second, and now my teammate, who was supposed to really carry me, wasn't there. And also I've got, 12 other teammates, and we're playing for 1.7 million. I was flustered at that point. So
there's between me and you, PFT, I'd have thrived in that situation.
Probably. Also, you're much better than me.
Big time players make big time plays in big time situations. That was your opportunity to step up, PFT.
I know, but I did not. I did not step up. But then once Luke got there, I kind of stepped up. So Luke led this whole thing off by being like, dude, we're not going to use any of your shots. Don't show up. And then first tee, Luke hits, 30 feet from the pin on a par 3. I stick a dot just behind the pin.
Go.
And so I was like, oh, okay, that's pretty cool. And then on the next hole, I put
you gotta chirp him right there. You gotta chirp him right there. You gotta say, looks like we're losing some of my shots after all, huh?
So I could have, but I took the approach of being like, he's here, let's shock the world, let's beat them 5 holes in a row now. Let's try to get a point. So I didn't want to have like an openly antagonistic relationship with my partner as we were playing golf in that moment.
He started that shit.
He did, yeah.
I'm of the ilk. I'm mature-ish, as I sit in a Spider-Man costume. I'm a mature-ish grown man. I will reciprocate the energy you give me, especially if it's something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's fair.
If you respect me, it's respect. If you fuck with me, I fuck with you. If you want to laugh and joke, I'm laughing and joke. You want to disrespect, I can do that.
That's fair. That is a fair point. And I think a lot of other people would have taken that approach. I know Whitney would have. Whitney was so pissed off at him.
I'm saying,
but part of what goes into that, at least for me, I'm not very good at golf. So like it's not really in my nature to talk shit to somebody at something that I'm not very good at. You know?
See, I look at it differently. This is what you do. You supposed to be the man, and I just beat you on a hole. This supposed to be your shit.
Yeah.
Tighten up, late boy.
Yep, late boy.
That's what I'd have took that approach. But
so yeah, we were, we played 2 holes after he joined us. Used both of my approach shots on those 2 holes, and we pushed both of them, despite Luke not really playing that well when he did show up. So it was tough sledding. And then afterwards, so Luke didn't really seem to care that much about like really golf in general, and we had some good conversations in the cart and talked about a lot of stuff. Got to know him a little bit. I don't hate Luke Kwon. I think he's probably a good guy that fucked up and then was a dickhead about fucking up. Which that's really where the problem is. Is like if you screw something up like that, you got to be humbled a little bit. You got to put your hat in your hand.
Take it on chin, dog.
Yeah, but he just kind of doubled down on it. And then we ended up playing like 2 or 3 holes after our match was over, just because we're on the course anyways. The holes were open in front of us. So we played a couple holes and had a decent time. And then, Whit kind of laid into him after the fact. And I didn't feel, I guess it comes out to like, I didn't feel confident enough in my golf abilities to talk that much shit to him even after he got there, because when he was saying stuff like, you're not going to make this putt anyways, which is a dickhead thing for your partner to say about you. Don't get me wrong. That's a dickhead thing. But also in the back of my head, I was like, he's probably right. Like I'm not very good, I should not have had that mentality, because I think sometimes that it's self-fulfilling.
But I think you're just below an average golfer. Like that, I'm not disrespecting you. But yes, you're pretty good at golf, bro. Like don't. I think you short yourself. You know what I'm saying? Against Luke Kwon, yeah, you're not very good to him. But he used to be pro. He used to be on a Corn Ferry tour. Like that's what he used to do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like for him to be talking shit like that, that's why I got upset. Not upset. I'm not gonna lose no sleep over this. But it's like it's bothersome as a fan of somebody like that to like I could take if that's the content you put out, but that's not the content he usually puts out. You know what I'm saying? Like he's a little snappy and snarky at points, but in an instance like this, when there's a inferior golfer and like you the better one, like you would look to see like, hey man, I got you on some pointers and some tips. Like you used to do this. Like this is your profession.
Yeah.
On top of the fact of the shit that you mentioned is like at the Internet Invitational, if you don't have if this is what you're doing with your life. This is Luke Kwon is a YouTube golfer now, right? If that's what you're doing with your life, you don't see the monumental look that is of every who's who in the YouTube golf space is there. All their fan bases is going to be watching. Sponsors are going to be watching. So you don't think at any point you being kind is going to go a long way? Like that shit's blows my mind. Like how did you think that was going to go, though? Like that's what's crazy. And then you did it to my mans. Like Eric, you my mans. I joke with you a lot, but like you can't fuck with the family. You know what I'm saying? So like Luke Kwon, like down 2 points in my book. You know what I mean?
Spider-Man hates Luke Kwon.
Yeah. I love Arian. By the way, that was awesome. You were giving me a pump up speech and rocking the Spider-Man full mask. No, yeah, it was a strange thing to be a part of. And yeah, there's watching it back, you pick up on some things that you didn't really pick up on in the moment, and I think you're right. You can't do that if you're the superior golfer, because as somebody myself, I agree with you. I don't think I'm a bad golfer. I think I'm slightly below average, which is actually pretty good for the amount of golf that I played.
Absolutely.
But also going into that, I had my confidence in my own game was there, but it was also paper thin. Like if I fuck things up as a not very good golfer, if things start to go wrong with me, if there's any doubt that comes into my brain, that's very bad for my game. If I'm feeling good and confident and the vibes are high, then yeah, I'm capable of being, I'd say, average at golf. We could have won. I think what we saw is once he did show up, the way that we played together, we easily could have won that match, and that it was just not going to happen the way that it all shook out.
Yeah, like me and you was paired up, right? Like I know I'm a little better than you, you know what I'm saying? But like never in 1,000 years would I be talking shit to my partner while we playing somebody. I'm gonna talk shit to them all day, you know what I'm saying? But it's like why would I do that? And especially if I'm Luke Kwon. Luke Kwon used to be like, imagine me coming out on a football field and you actually really trying, and I'm shitting on you. You know what I'm saying? I'm literally shitting on you. Like I know you can't make this throw, though. You know what I'm saying? Like that's crazy to me. Like that I just don't understand the mind. Like what's the goal? Like your goal to be snappy and edgy.
Yeah.
In an Internet Invitational where you have the opportunity to bolster your platform and that's what you do. I don't know, man. Spider-Man's not happy. I'm gonna be honest.
I appreciate that. Well, there's more golf to be played, and so I'll just say that on Thursday, get a new partner, and vibes could not be any more different. Loved who I played with on Thursday. We're friends now. I'll have this guy's back for forever. And
that's what it could have been. See, that's the bottom, bro. I was fucking with Luke for a long time. Like I watch all his shit when his videos drop. You know, I pop in. Like he's a good golfer, funny dude. He's always been a good dude from the camera's point of view. You know what I'm saying? That's like you never meet your heroes. Well, Luke Kwon is not my hero, but I'm saying, you know what I'm saying.
Maybe we caught him on a bad day.
That could be it too.
A bad week.
I'm willing to give grace. Jesus forgives, right, Big T? And so who am I to not forgive? You know what I mean, Big T?
Yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah. So, you know, he's just strike one though. You know, I'm only human.
Strike one.
He has all three strikes. I'm on all three strikes.
Mad Dog's out. Kirk Minahan just texted me. He said I would have shot him. Can you imagine?
One time Madeline's on Kirk's side.
I am on Kirk's side of that. I agree, Kirk.
Can you imagine? Because Kirk lobbied pretty hard to be a part of this tournament.
I remember that.
Can you imagine if Kirk was actually on Luke Kwon's team?
Oh no.
No.
It wouldn't have been able to be put on film.
No.
Yeah.
No.
That'd have been fun to watch.
Stephen Che would have looked like Kirk's best friend.
Right.
Compared to what Kirk would have said to Luke.
Yeah,
exactly.
I think Big T might have an idea of one step that the Democrats could take to start to win backs. The image of being a masculine party.
And I definitely know what that is.
It involves sports.
Maybe you're going to have to enlighten me on what my position is.
Maybe occasionally win a congressional baseball game.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so Congressman.
Oh, man. I knew
so,
it might go.
Once in a while.
So you only played this past year, right?
I played 2 years. I'm a terrible baseball player, by the way. I'm not a good I've never been a good baseball player. And the team is so bad that they even had me on the team because I'm under, 70 years old and can run around the bases.
So I'm in what has to be the 99.9th percentile of Americans in terms of fans of the congressional baseball game. I watch it. I couldn't find individual statistics, but in the last 5 years, y'all are 0-5 and have been outscored 83-31. So I'm just curious what the preparation for that looks like. Are y'all practicing? And is there a plan to maybe bring in some ringers at some point and try to win one?
For sure, there is. I'm trying not to be. Well, I'll be super blunt. I want to be mean to my colleagues, but the Republicans start their practices earlier in the season. They start their practices earlier in the morning. They run a much more tight operation on just what they do to prepare. And we need to step up our game on that. Preparation matters, especially as, I'm 43 and I'm one of the youngest people on the team. So a lot of it's just starting earlier and doing that. We have struggled on pitching. We had an amazing pitcher. His name was Cedric Richmond from Louisiana. And when he left, that's when we got on this losing streak, this five season losing streak. So in a game like this, the pitching really, really matters. And the Republicans have had 2 good pitchers for a while. So that's made it tough for us to compete. But a lot of us are pushing to just practice earlier. And then we've been trying to recruit people to run who are good. There's a minor league pitcher out in Iowa who at one point was going to run for the House. We're trying to get him on the team. So I think we just got to take it more seriously. But I actually do think it's it's a lighthearted thing. We raise money for charity. We raised almost $3 million for charity, which is awesome. But it's an example of, winning fucking matters on whatever the thing is. And we got to get back to being focused and disciplined and having a real team that's about winning. So not trying to knock any of my colleagues. A lot of us are,
trash. Just going to say it. Y'all suck.
You got to keep it close. You can't get some of the scores. I had them in front of me.
I was a pinch runner on the team. So every player on the team is better than me. I'm not trying to criticize my individual teammates, but we're gonna work on it next year. That's
lock in, Congressman.
We need you guys to come whip us.
If y'all do a flag football game, I'll consider running.
That's cool. There is a football game actually.
Is there really?
It's flag. Yeah.
And
get you over.
What's the record in that? Are the Democrats any better at flag football than they are at baseball?
So the football one's interesting. Football is a bipartisan where it's actually the House members of both parties play together, and then they play Capitol Police actually, and then each team is allowed to have some pros or former pros play. So that's it's a more interesting game. I actually kind of I think it'd be better, frankly, if it was 2 bipartisan teams playing each other. Because a lot of what I've gotten out of this is actually just building friendships with colleagues that I wouldn't otherwise have time to hang out with because our schedules are kind of crazy. So I think it'd be nice if we actually had 2 teams that were bipartisan, and then you get to build those relationships. Because so much of what's not working in Congress is it's just become like a blood sport on the partisan level, and then it's hard to overcome that when it comes to actually doing stuff together.
Yeah, Arian, go ahead.
I was gonna say right to that line. So we've kind of seen. I want to know I know you're gonna give me a politically correct answer, but do your best. I want to know your thoughts on Marjorie Taylor Greene's evolution in her diplomacy in these last couple months or so?
I hope you don't consider this politically correct. I think it's fully self-serving. It's because she wanted to run for something in her state and Trump didn't support her. So she's pissed at him about that. And she has a grudge about that. I think that's primarily what's driving it. And now she's getting a lot of nice press coverage about it. So that sort of strokes the ego. For me, like, I always welcome if people are serious to actually change their mind and apologize for stuff. I think that's important. But to me, like, and folks might not agree with me, but what she did around January 6th, in my opinion, was traitorous. And I think that that's like a red line for me of until she owns that. It's hard for me to kind of like, I personally think trying to overthrow or cancel the people's votes in a national election should transcend partisanship. And she was a big part of that. So I would like to see some accountability for her from that. Then I'd be like, okay, that's real.
And kind of along those same lines, we're talking about like getting the feedback and the recognition from the media. I almost feel like social media is also one of those things that have people doing things in Congress for not the right reasons. Where, you know, just like anybody else, you log on to social media and you get the dopamine hits when people like whatever it is you post or whatever. In your opinion, on the inside, do you see a lot of Congress people that are like clout chasing, that are trying to just repeat whatever they see on social media that they know will get traction, as opposed to thinking about actually leading and learning about issues instead of just reading like a copied and paste headline and that informs their political view? Because I've noticed a big shift in like the last 6-7 years. Oh, I just did it, Big T. But I've noticed a big shift where I'm almost like politicians shouldn't be on social media. And I understand why you are, because you have to communicate. But I think it's a very toxic thing for current members of our government to be trying to chase whatever internet cool points are out there. If it's the left wing and you're going the most woke, or if it's the right wing and you're just like repeating what you've seen from a bunch of anonymous accounts that have bubbled their way up to the top of the eco. Like, it doesn't matter which side it is. I think that chasing internet fun points are actually serving as an extremely large detriment to public service right now. And I'm curious what you've seen on the inside.
Yeah, could not agree more. It's like, it was already bad, but this is like fuel on the fire of all the bad incentives being rewarded. So, and then it also leads on the slightly lighter note to like some of the most cringy shit you've ever seen, of trying to emulate something that was authentic to someone else that then is not to that person. And I think even in the last 2 years, it's gotten so much more extreme on this front. But as traditional and legacy media are dying, and you guys know this better than anybody, this is the best way to communicate with constituents. The problem is the algorithms obviously reward the bad, divisive stuff. So there are, like, on a more serious note, there's real work to do for Congress to put some guardrails around just the running wild of kind of bringing out the worst of everybody, basically, to get more clicks and drive more revenue to companies that are trillion-dollar companies already, while we descend into like borderline freaking civil war here, so they can make a little bit more money and grow their companies bigger. So that's something we got to take on. There's no easy, like, that's kind of the big answer. And otherwise, I think it's actually, unfortunately, going to get a little bit worse here before it gets better in the next few years, because TikTok just is about to get handed to a bunch of kind of people very close to the president, and that's just going to get rewarded. And, you know, the division's going to get further rewarded around that deal. So I got 6 and 4-year-old boys, and I'm like, like, we got to fix this immediately, obviously, but just on a personal level, I'm like, before these guys have smartphones, we got to put some boundaries here.
Yeah. I mean, Chuck Schumer's post about the car tax the other month was an all-timer. Get the hell out of here with the car tax. And he ripped the sheet up. It made me laugh so hard when I was watching. I was like, great job, Chuck. You're connecting with the youths. Well done. All right, we're back. It is Tuesday, December 2nd, and this podcast just got a new member. Arian's dog.
Clap it up.
Arian got a dog. He did it. He did it. If I can
Got me,
change and you can change, then anyone can change.
Let's pump the brakes. I didn't change. I've had a dog before.
Okay.
I still don't like y'all's dogs. I just like this dog.
That's
So I ain't changed too much, but it's like a little uptick of a change, we could say, maybe.
Yeah, you have a dog. You now, do you love your dog?
Love. What is love?
Oh, it's a
Eric?
bad start.
I think he loves. He's too proud to admit that he loves that.
I do.
little dog.
I like him. I mean, love is an interesting concept in general. You know, he's a little fucker right now. I'm gonna be honest, though.
Yep.
He's a motherfucker right now, dog. He done pissed 3 times in my room. He shit on my carpet this morning.
Mm-hmm.
He's starting to learn routine, though. You know, he's starting to learn routine. The crate has been a big help. I don't do it for punishment.
Yep.
I just do it, but I do it for break time because sometimes he just chews everything, dog. That's all you, except for the chew toys I give him. He has fucking 30 chew toys and he chews everything else but the shit I gave him. But no, it's been fun. I taught him how to sit already.
Smart dog.
Yeah, he's pretty smart. Taught him how to sit with the help of ChatGPT. Yeah, it's been fun. A lot of energy this little motherfucker has, but he sleeps a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely sleeps a lot. Yeah, man, it's been interesting. A lot of compliments. People that like dogs love him.
Cool.
So this is just I'm tired of shit though. I had to get up at 3:30 this morning, go let him out, go pee.
Yeah.
Not fun.
Yeah.
I saw SVP was excited you got the same dog.
Yeah, he's in the Ridgeback family. Shout out to SVP, man.
Yeah, I think he's a serial Ridgeback owner. I think this might be his second Ridgeback that he's had. And Arian, this is it's a big step. I'm glad. I'm happy for you. It's a sweet little dog.
Want to see him?
His name's Django. I would love to see Django.
Yeah, his name's Django. All right, hold on. Let me see if I can corral this motherfucker.
All right, here he goes. Making his podcast debut. It is Django Foster. That's a cool name. It kind of sounds Australian. Django Foster. Ridgeback.
Australian for dog.
Australian for good boy.
That's not a bad Australian you got there.
I fade in and out between Australian and British whenever I do it. Look at him.
There he is.
Look at him. There's Django. Django doesn't have a leash on. You could say he's unchained.
No. Nah. Joe unchained. Yeah, so he's pretty chill for his species, but yeah, man. He cool.
Oh, look at him. Hey, Django.
Say what's up.
Look at all that loose skin you got,
Yeah,
Django. I love that.
Gonna grow into that.
Yeah, he got some big ass paws, and you know, the internet says, you know, get him used to like touching and feeling, and like so when he's eating and stuff, I'll touch him and shit.
Yep.
But like, yeah,
That's
he's
smart.
been pretty cool, man. He's pretty cool.
Yeah, you're right though. A little puppy, you have to let him out all the time.
Every fucking like 3 or 4 hours, he has to go do stuff.
They got
He's
tiny
so
little
hungry.
bladders, and so whenever they drink water, it just goes right through them. Hey, buddy. How we doing, Django? Yeah, you did good. Good job, Arian.
Still can't kiss me in the mouth though. That shit weird.
That's fine. You'll get there.
Frolic. Go frolic. Hold on, let me go put him in this. Hold on.
Okay. That's a
Hey,
great
he's back
dog.
out, yeah.
That's a great dog. I'm very happy for Arian.
Hey, is a cup of coffee possible?
For the dog?
You tell us.
No, very bad for the dog.
Yeah, don't give your dog coffee.
Real quick, while he's gone, and we talked about JMU football, condolences on the departure of Coach Chesney.
Bob Chesney, yeah. So the thing is, he's a great coach. I hope that he's going to be able to coach throughout the playoff if JMU makes it. I know the report was that they plan on letting him do that.
I think so, yeah.
We'll see what happens. But I think he will. I think that at this point, if you're losing a coach to a power conference, all the Group of 5 schools seem to be rather chill about letting their coaches move on and and it's not like a big drama-filled exit. It's
Right.
like we're friends. We knew that this day was coming. It still kind of sucks. So now I guess I'm in the coaching search bucket. So I need to get with my guys and figure out who we're going to hire because I want the next up and coming guy. He's probably going to leave in 2 years, but this is the life that I choose.
Mike Vick.
Mike Vick for JMU.
Mm-hmm.
You
Were
say
they
that
good this year?
You just put Django away.
Who cares? It's Mike. He couldn't hear it.
The Duke Dogs. I mean, can you imagine the pictures of Mike Vick next to our mascot?
They went 1-11 this season.
Listen, I think Mike Vick he's paid his debt to society. He knows a lot of football. He knows the area. That I'll say that about Mike Vick. He'd be able to recruit the fuck out of Virginia.
That's what I'm saying. You give a guy like that access so he can get talent.
Yep. So this morning I'm actually behind on the news. Big T, I did not actually hear about Bob Chesney until I sat down at this desk like 15 minutes ago.
Really?
Yeah. I do this once every like 6 years. I fell asleep last night, did not set my alarm. I usually wake up at 8:30, 9, regardless on a Monday morning. It's a late night sometimes on Sundays for part of my take. So I usually go to bed around like 2:30, and then I'll wake up right at like 8:30, get ready to come in on Monday. This morning, I rolled over, I looked at my phone. It was 11:15.
Wow.
The panic that sets in.
That would explain your text at hold please.
Yeah.
Your text at 11:26 a.m. At 9:33, Mackenzie said, "Would you guys be able to start at 11:15 or 11:30?"
Yep.
Arian and I said, "Yep, no problem." PFT at 11:26 said, "My bad, guys, got to go at noon."
Yeah.
Which is fine.
Yeah, I try not to do that, and that's on me for being late. I'm usually pretty good about I usually do set an alarm. I guess I forgot to last night, but when I don't set an alarm, I usually wake up anyways at 8:30 or 9. But the feeling that you get when you look at your phone, it's 11:15, you planned on being awake like 2.5 hours ago, and all the texts that you missed, all the stuff that you have to catch up on, it is the most anxiety-inducing moment ever.
See, I actually am envious of your ability to do that. I wake up at about between 7 and 7:30 every single day, regardless of what time I go to bed.
Yeah.
If I go to bed at 10, I will wake up at 7. If I go to bed at 2:30, I will wake up at 7. That's just what time I wake up. So I'm keenly aware of that. Anytime on a Friday night, I play video games too long, I look up and it's 1:15. I'm like, this is going to suck tomorrow morning because I'm waking up at 7.
Yep.
That's just what time I wake up.
Yep. It's good to have that internal alarm, and I usually do. But this morning it was all different. But yeah, it's a stressful way to wake up, being behind on everything, behind on the news. But we're back. We're back. I feel like I'm locked in right now for this episode, mostly because of Django. Is so happy and excited to see Django for the first time. Are you letting him sleep with you?
No, what the fuck? Listen, I told you I'm not like, he's not gonna kiss me in the mouth. He's not gonna sleep with me. He sleeps. I allow him to lay on me when he's resting. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That's all right. But like, as far as like sleeping in my bed, no, dog, hell no. He's still a dog. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But he's just the homie. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he sleeps in a crate beside my bed.
Are you going on walks with him or just like letting him out in the yard?
No, I take him on walks every day, like twice a day.
Love that.
Not that interested in ducks as I thought he would be, because we got a duck pond like right by the crib, and he just kind of like looks at him, and then go on about his little smelling business. Don't know how he interacts with other dogs yet. I took him to the fence of another dog who's like one of those little purse dogs.
Mm-hmm.
He always be yapping when we go to the duck pond, and Django was kind of scared. He didn't know what to make of it. But I know he's been around like his brothers and sisters, because like we got him from a farm. Like, these people own like a farm. There was chickens and cows and goats, and shit was crazy. So he's been around other animals and stuff in his life, but like in the city, he hasn't really yet. So we'll see how that goes. And that was sad. That's another note. That shit was kind of sad too. Prying him away from his family. That shit was kind of sad, dog. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
I had second thoughts while his mom was, you know what I mean? Like, I was like, damn, I'm about to kidnap this motherfucker.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
But the thing is, it's natural for them. Like, they're
You can justify how you want. I am.
Do you think that if
Kidnapper.
humans did not adopt dogs, you think that they would just live with their like parents and grandparents and brothers and sisters until old age?
I don't know about old age, but they're pack animals.
Yeah.
Are they not? I mean, I know they're descended from wolves, and wolves are definitely pack animals.
They're social animals. I guess that'd be interesting to find out, like what happens with like wild dogs.
Well, they're domesticated now, so. Well, yeah, yes, dogs are considered pack animals, and they naturally live in social groups for survival. Yeah.
So how much?
Yeah, no, I definitely kidnapped it. Huh?
How much does he eat now?
He eats like 2-3 times a day, and we mix in. The lady told us to mix in some wet food with his kibble, and she suggested which kind we get, and so we mix in the wet food with his kibble and kind of make him. It's like his vegetables. We got to make him eat his vegetables. So he eats pretty much. They told us to get one of those what was called slow feeding bowls.
Yeah.
I had no idea what that was, but apparently, if his type of breed, if he don't get a slow feeding bowl, he just inhales his food and doesn't really chew it or something. I don't know. So he has to like kind of work for it a little bit in his bowl. So fun times, man. Up early and late.
Yep.
Cleaning up piss. That's the thing that's pissing me off the most. Is this little motherfucker be peeing everywhere, dog. And you have to attack it. You got to get the certain chemical to dry it up and the vacuum in. It's a hat. It's like having a child over again. Except at least with a child, you put a diaper on him. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I think it's easier to raise a baby. I think a baby's easier.
Yeah, good point. I agree with Arian.
I'm serious. I got 5 of them motherfuckers. Like babies are like more delicate, but when they're young like that, they'll cry, sure. But I could deal with the crying. The puppy cries. It's just the constant monitoring, and you're gonna fuck something up. You're gonna chew something, you're gonna rip something down. And my house isn't puppy proof. So it's like everything is a target for him.
Mm-hmm.
And with the baby, it's like they start to understand. Well, I don't know. We'll see, man. But as of right now, easier to raise a human.
I like that. I appreciate that. I hope that anybody out there that would yell at me for saying something like that heeds Arian's words, because Arian knows. He knows.
Wait, is that controversial?
No, I say that sometimes just to piss people off. Like, I'll be like, yeah, I got a dog. It's pretty much harder than having a baby. And then
A puppy is, for sure.
there you go. There you go. No, you do have to let a dog out all the time. You got to make sure that they're not chewing on stuff. It took until Blake was probably, I'd say 9 months old, to let him kind of like be on his own in a room that I wasn't in. Because, yeah, they like to chew. And we have to get you a Hank chew toy.
Well, now, see, I've seen this joke flying around on me at Twitter so much, but I have no idea. What is the reference? What is a Hank chew toy?
No, it's just a great dog toy that we invented at Part of My Take. And so we sold it for Black Friday. It sold out within 5 minutes. And
all right, send me one.
Yeah, we'll get you one as soon as we get. Actually, you know what? I think I have one in the studio. They're sold out right now, but I can package one up and send my personal one to you, Arian.
I appreciate that, man. Have Hank sign it.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, I'll have Hank I'll rub it on Hank so it'll get some of his scent. And then when your dog meets Hank for the first time, he's gonna be like, "It's my best friend," except he's huge now.
Fuck around, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, so by the time but if he ever meets him, then Django gonna be huge too.
Yeah.
He gonna be a big ass dog.
I think so. What are they saying? Like 110, 120 pounds?
The lady said 120 to 130.
Yep. It's a good dog.
I want a soft, like a softy at heart, but if somebody walk in, you know what I'm saying? He can give it to you if it need be. That's what I wanted.
Mm-hmm. Good protection dog.
Yeah. And he's a gorgeous looking dog. Like his coat is exactly what I was looking for. Remember I told you I was looking for like a fox red lab at first? But like I found a Ridgeback with that red tint.
Yep.
Yeah, man. I'm excited. It's fun. It's been a fun experience. It is tough as shit, but like it's fun. It's fun to be a part of. Kids love him. Kids absolutely love him.
Are they going to take care of him? They're going to help?
They already have. My daughter, 16-year-old, she been on him. When he was in the car and we was riding him back, he threw up on her. And she was like, "Hey, this what mama got to do."
The game is the game.
The game is the game. So everybody loves him, except for my youngest. She's the youngest, so he like naturally, he tries to like, and maybe you can give me some experience here because this is kind of like odd to me. Anytime she's by herself, he like goes directly to her, like she just kind of like turns her back. She's kind of intimidated because he's he's not trying to like bite her, but he's like very excited to see her. When everybody else kind of like can shoo him away or at least calm him down a little bit, she can't. And so like every time he sees her, he's just on her.
Yeah, so some kids are like that, and they'll, especially younger kids, they'll move away from the dog and try to get away from it, and that makes the dog want to go after you more because it's becomes like a game. If they see like a kid, if it's a little puppy that sees a kid like running away from it, it will just chase that kid because it's like, okay, they're trying to get away from me. That means I should probably chase them. So it's like a catch-22. It's just something she'll get better with when she gets more comfortable with the dog.
Yeah, my 7-year-old was like that at first, but I told her you have to like, I don't know if this is the correct terminology. I was like, you have to establish like a hierarchy.
Yeah.
So that he knows that he's lower than you in the pack. And like once you kind of stand your ground, he kind of just like leaves you alone.
Yeah. So yeah, I would just say, don't tell your kids like don't run away from it.
Got you.
Yeah, stand your ground.
From him. Don't misgender my dog.
Stand your ground from him.
There you go.
Yeah.
Not like too much, but you know.
Yeah, not like castle doctrine. But just, 10 toes down.
There you go.
10 toes down
Like
around this dog. Let the dog know. Well, congratulations. I look forward to watching Django grow up and become a happy, well-adjusted, beautiful young dog.
Can you guys get Nancy Mace on?
Would love to.
I would love to.
I would love to talk to her about the Charleston airport.
I've become an expert on her problems with the Charleston airport. I think that would be a great episode.
What have you learned about it? Because all I know is that she was not afforded the security that she was told that she was going to get, and then she yelled at somebody, and then she spent the next 2 weeks tweeting at the airport because
Correct.
she was angry at the airport.
Nothing you said was incorrect there.
Okay.
However, let's add a little nuance to this. First of all, women are put upon in a sexist way often. And a certain gentleman was murdered in Utah named Charlie Kirk. And as you know, murders often go one boy, one girl, one boy, one girl. She is a prominent conservative voice. She was going to the airport, which is a place where, okay, granted, basically no shootings ever happen to the airport because it is a place where there's actually a lot of police. Oftentimes they even have guns there. In New York here, they have the National Guard there even. However, anything can happen. That's what we've learned from all the events of the past since Christ died, really. And so she goes to the airport. These guys are supposed to meet her. Yes, she doesn't come in the car that she said she was coming in. Yes, it was a different color car. You're police officers. Situational awareness is your number one thing. Eyes everywhere. Okay, I see that's a red car or not a red car. It's a gray car. Whatever. You see Nancy Mace in that car. She is unmistakable. And again, sexism is a big problem. So I don't mean it in a sexist way when I say that body is unreplicable. And those police officers should have been able to note her exiting the car, no matter what car it was. Okay, maybe it was a different place where she was dropped off than she said she was getting dropped off. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. It's just, and then they're mad that she's on the phone being like, these cops fucking suck. I fucking hate the cops. Guess what? 5 years ago, summer 2020, everybody was talking like that. And just because, yes, it takes her, she's from South Carolina, takes a little while to catch up.
Yep.
I understand. Her ACAB moment or whatever came a little late. Fair enough. And then to have Lindsey Graham support the Charleston airport instead of this woman named Nancy Mace, who should be his friend. I don't understand. Lots of women have a gay friend. Oftentimes it's an evil influence in their life. And let's not, and this isn't anything about gay people. No. This is anything about women. But a lot of women have a cruel homosexual whispering in their ear like the man in the horse kingdom in Lord of the Rings.
Worm tongue.
Of course, I'm talking about the famous worm tongue. And so I don't understand why Nancy Mace doesn't have a worm tongue relationship with Lindsey Graham. Is it because he's too fat? I mean, this is the question we're all asking. Is the reason that Lindsey Graham doesn't advise Nancy Mace is because maybe she thinks he's too fat, and it could be a lot of the cause of this. She's like, I don't want an advisor who makes the floorboards creak when he comes to secretly advise me. However, she did appear to tweet out what appeared to be, and I'm using appear many times as possible in the sentence, allegedly appeared to me to be a photoshopped or rather grokked image of her possibly pregnant in front of a Christmas tree with gray hair the other day that greatly disturbed me.
I saw that too. Is she not actually pregnant?
No, right?
That would be a wild thing to tweet out if you weren't.
Maybe, but it's like, who's tweeting out like the baby bump begins showing? You know what I mean?
Yeah, you would typically wait for, I would guess maybe 4 or 5 months, maybe 6.
After the kid is born, when you're like, check it out, I got triplets.
Yeah. I mean, that would be wild if that was actually what she tweeted. But I agree. Listen, I stand with Nancy Mace. I think we made that pretty clear when we first discussed it, that we stand with Nancy Mace. Nobody likes airports, Nancy.
Dude, you know who you actually got to get on? Anna Paulina Luna.
Yeah. I know. That's your girl.
No, she's not on my girl, but she's like the congresswoman whose portfolio is like conspiracies.
Yeah. Yeah. She, didn't she go on Rogan a while ago?
Oh, I bet. I don't know. It's hard for me to watch.
She was just interviewed by the Daily Show. That guy that goes to all of the Trump rallies. I'm forgetting his name.
Oh yeah, Jordan. Is his name Jordan?
Possibly blonde man.
Yeah.
Jordan Klepper.
Yeah.
Yes.
The worst to ever do it. Yeah.
He just interviewed her, and she pulled out a scroll during the interview.
A scroll?
Yeah.
Did she unfurl it?
Yep.
It was wrapped up?
Yep.
What was on the scroll?
It was talking about how she thinks, I'm paraphrasing it, but something about how Trump is king to her.
Okay.
She wrote the scroll?
Yes.
I would assume if you have a scroll, it's something that you uncovered.
Hold on, I'll find the clip.
Like a long lost uncovering.
I didn't know they were even making new scrolls.
How do you even write on a scroll?
Did she? I thought that this is like something you get at Joann's Fabrics or something.
It seemed about that on par.
What I love about her is that she said she was Jewish, and it turns out her grandfather was Jewish, and it turns out that he was actually on the other side of that conflict.
Oh, no way.
Yes. And there's a great picture of him in his little, I believe, I think actually he might have been in the SS, but not the real SS. He was in like the what do you call it? The like poser SS, the Waffen SS.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah.
But I mean, whatever. They're all the fucking same.
Have you seen the graphic for the TPUSA Fest this weekend?
No.
Let me send it over to you.
Arian and I were talking about trying to get down there.
I want to know.
I want to go so fucking. T-Bone, where is it?
I'm sending it over to you right now. It's in Phoenix this weekend. I was just fascinated by the graphic because I want to know everything that went on behind planning this graphic and all the drama that happened, where like who was pissed off that they weren't featured high enough on this list, how many people on this list wanted certain other people not to be invited. That's the real story behind this. Is I want to see a documentary, like a Hard Knocks.
Oh my god!
Of how they did this.
Oh, they got Gutfeld, dude.
They got Gutfeld, yeah.
That's a score. Oh, Grant Cardone, who I believe is a Scientologist. I might be wrong on that.
Yes, he's very high up in Scientology.
That checks out.
Okay, he is a Scientologist,
Yes.
so a little bit crazy the Christians are having him there. James O'Keefe, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Alex Berenson. Oh, interesting choice. Jonathan Keeperman. Very interesting there. A sort of reformed alt-right guy. Riley Gaines. Oh, Allie Beth Stuckey.
I don't know too much about her.
I find her to be gorgeous. Steve Bannon, Donald Trump Jr., Tulsi Gabbard. Don't hear much from her lately. Jesse Waters, I dislike looking at him, but he looks kind of like that one guy, the method actor who was on Succession. Ben Shapiro, of course, Glenn Beck, Vivek Ramaswamy, and Matt Walsh, Michael Knowles, Benny Johnson. Okay, so I guess he's weathering the allegations. Sean Duffy, we love him. Rachel Campos Duffy, never even heard of her. That's crazy that Ben Carson's that high up there.
Really, you think so?
What the fuck has he done lately?
I don't know. What is he? But he's been a little too quiet, hasn't he?
Well, he was the.
Yeah.
Is he going back to surgery?
Is he in the administration?
He was in the last one. He was housing
HUD guy.
housing urban development.
That's I'm like, what is his job now?
I'm not sure. Yeah, I don't think he has a podcast.
No, he probably does.
He probably does. You're right.
Yeah, the HUD was his last position.
Yeah, I
Russell Brand.
that's a guy.
This is tough.
Russell Brand is an all-time guy.
Wait, who the fuck is Nelda Buckman?
See, I don't know some of these people. I feel like maybe I'm getting washed because I don't recognize some of them. I just assume everybody has a podcast.
Nelda Buckman is the creator of a studio, like a movie studio, who I believe makes conservative media based on what I'm looking at.
You know who I feel bad for on this list is Congressman Mike Collins. He has been reduced to first, second, third, fourth, fifth. He's in the sixth row. He's a sitting U.S. representative, and he's right behind Gary Brecka, Graham Allen, Greg Laurie, John Amanchukwu, and Brandon Tatum.
Who is Millicent Cedra? That's like a
Hell
Game
of
of
a
Thrones
name.
fucking character.
It is, yeah.
It does look like Ben Carson has a podcast. Common Sense. Last upload on YouTube 2 months ago, though.
So, yeah, he's not really. Oh, he's like a lot of.
146 videos.
Yeah, but that's like a lot of.
146
a lot of athletes that retire and they're like, I'm going to start a podcast.
Yeah.
And then
Who was
they
the
run out of
guy that
stories.
was having sex accidentally on Instagram Live?
Shannon Sharp.
Shannon Sharp.
Well, no, he
Shannon
wasn't.
Sharp.
He was purposely having sex, but accidentally went live.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, Ben Carson. I feel like to revive his career, should fuck on live.
Yeah, I think that's a great way to do it.
Are you going, Big T? Are you going to this?
No, Arian and I talked about it on Monday. He's actually in Phoenix right now, but he's leaving tomorrow, and we couldn't. They're like sold. It's completely. You can't get in. They're sold out at passes and everything.
God damn, dude. We're going on vacation, Christmas break. We do a break every year. And it's always, this one fucking sucks because I want to go to this. And also the Epstein files come out the day that we go on break, which I guess is good. I can get time to read them. But I want to go to this so fucking bad.
How much of that are you going to read? Like, do we have a guess even how?
Dude, I have no idea. I'm on a little bit of a mission for like the first 10 days of break. And so I'll have kind of a lot of downtime to read them.
If you were to just like guess what we're gonna fight, is there gonna be a bombshell in there?
Dude, I think there will be some bombshells in there, but I don't know what the fuck they could possibly be. Like, I have no idea. I gotta be honest. I don't even fully even really understand all of what they're releasing.
Yeah, I think it's the grand jury stuff with Ghislaine, all the stuff that went into the investigation that eventually got Jeffrey Epstein arrested.
Yeah.
And maybe some financial stuff from before.
Yeah, I guess like, I mean, I'm like, is it going to be like the evidence they collected from his house afterwards? Like, is it? And I mean, it's just, there's so much shit it could be that I just have no idea.
Do y'all think anybody, and am I wrong here? Has anybody been arrested outside of Ghislaine and Epstein?
Yeah.
So do you
Jean-Luc
think
Brunel?
do you think we get another arrest?
I don't think so.
Damn.
I don't think
Fuck.
so. But Jean-Luc Brunel, like, just sort of like one of his, a Ghislaine type figure with him, was arrested in France and also subsequently was found hanging in his cell in jail.
Oh,
interesting.
Yeah.
Coincidence.
But yeah, I don't know. I have no idea. I've been like still reading all through the Ehud Barak emails.
Mm-hmm. It's pretty crazy stuff.